No, he wasn't gay. It's the Bennington show. Ron Bennington, Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And in the seat of one-time executive producer Stanley is our own Joey Jojo Bennington.
Hello.
Chris is at a deposition today. The world's only walking hit and run accident that he was involved in. I guess it was a run and run.
It's very broad.
Yeah. I guess there was a thing, the anti-tobacco industry has just slammed smoking with Chris, and he's going to have to start doing do not smoke commercials. But it's very exciting because we've moved Joey into this position, and the position that you would expect Dan Perlman in is our own Vito. Vito!
Oh, Vito!
Yes. Vito, first of all, you look fantastic with your hat on backwards. You know, it's a very...
I had to switch it around. It was getting in my way.
Yeah, I understand it. And this way it doesn't keep the sun out of your eyes.
Yeah, there's so much sunlight in here. Like, you see these bright lights?
You know, Gail, you told me today that you felt like this was the future.
I did. I found out that Joe was going to be in here executive producing today.
Yeah.
I said, this is the future.
You don't think that he's too silly to executive produce?
Today he was serious. He was very serious.
In what way?
I got a serious phone call from him today that started with, Gail, just wanted to touch base with you before the beginning of the show. Just let you know what's going on. Chris is still at his deposition. It was very professional.
Yeah, I didn't have time to mess around today.
I like it, though.
He's a professional guy when he wants to be.
There are two Joe personalities, and I like both of them.
Yes, I agree.
I agree, too. I like it,
Silly
too.
Joe.
You know what it is? It's Street Joe at home at the dinner table with Mom and Pop Joe. You know
More
what I
than
mean?
even business.
Yeah.
It's just
By the way, I just said Mom and Pop talking about my own family because I did the exact same thing. I was like, I don't even know where that happened at. That's the doorbell. I better head out. And then just went out like a mad dog in the streets.
He's a good boy, though.
You know, when you live with two, you don't know which one is real. Which one is the real you? Professional Joe?
I've lost track myself. I think it's professional Joe.
I know one thing. You're becoming very big on Periscope.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to see you Periscope one night with your friends because I'm terribly interested in your crazy house that you live in, but in no way do I want to go there. You know, I would rather see it on Periscope.
I'd love to see a party Periscope.
Well, I think we might do, since Periscope is the next big thing, we're going to do a late night talk show at 10:30 p.m. weekdays.
At your house?
Yeah.
All right.
My roommate will be my band leader. I will be hosting.
You're joking, but I actually do want this.
That sounds
like most
amazing.
things that are like a joke, we're doing it. We're actually doing it.
Joe Biden's in the news again. You hear about this?
I got to retweet a picture for you, Gail, because I don't want you to see it yet until it's retweeted. But I'm going to make you guess who the person is because it's one of your all-time favorite people.
Okay. I'm very excited.
But I got to make sure that so we are retweeted. If you'd like to go over to on the Twitter, which is like an unvideo Periscope, Periscope with words.
It's very old-timey, old-fashioned.
This, look, right here.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful woman. You got to see the full, you're going to do that full body pic.
Okay.
Now, that is a very famous comedian.
Okay, this is a lovely blonde.
Yeah. With real 80s hair and an 80s suit. You want to try to take a guess at that?
I mean, she sort of reminds me of a young Lynn Austin with the hair.
It's very,
and the
very
style.
much Lynn Austin because I believe that was the age that we're talking about when Lynn Austin was the first Hooters girl and the sexy playmate.
And since I was young at that age, this is like epitome of beauty to me.
That's
It's like
everything.
Yeah.
Well, this is stunning. But by the way, we're crazy about her now as well.
Is this an actress?
Yes, but not primarily known for being an actress.
Okay.
At least by us.
Primarily known as a singer then?
No, but could easily be a singer.
Okay, does this person is this person a performer?
Yes.
In TV?
has done TV, but again, it's not the primary thing that we're talking about.
Okay.
By the way, if you want to go over and see this beautiful late 80s, early 90s hot
show.
chick. Yeah.
Smoke show.
Smoke show is what we're calling it now?
She's a smoke show.
She's a smoke show.
Joe, why didn't you tell me that we're saying smoke show these days?
Yeah, all the kids are saying it
See,
now.
as soon as the kids say stuff, let me know. Because again, you're out on the streets.
I'm there every day.
I'm not. I'm in an ivory tower looking down at the streets going, oh, that looks awful.
Well, we like to say, check out the getaway sticks on this smoke show.
Okay.
I like this.
These are getaway sticks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think that I have it because I've now just have been focusing on the face. The hair was so distracting
Yeah.
that I was thinking a blonde, but this person is not currently a blonde.
You are correct about that.
Is this person a comedian?
It is a comedian.
Is this person Tammy Pescatelli?
It is Tammy Pescatelli.
Pescatelli.
My God. That is incredible. That is incredible.
Now, that's a stunning picture, but I would actually even say that she's more stunning today.
Yes,
Like,
she is.
I
Yes.
saw her, the last time I saw her was at that Brian Regan Unmasked, and it was, a little breathtaking when she came walking over. But she does, oh, shut up, cut it out.
I know. She looked great that day.
She
when
looked
came up.
unbelievable that day. Now, here is the weird thing about this. The way she's dressed and whatever this contest is how I made my living hosting these things for many years.
I think that's where I was getting Lynn from.
The amount of naughty nighty, something G-string, wet T-shirt, wet underwear, all the stupid contests, which, by the way, used to pay really nice money. And if this is the stuff that I'd be sending Joey, Jojo, and Vito out to do today, to host these kind of contests.
I would love to do it in a heartbeat.
It's the greatest thing in the world when you get to host that. You know what I mean? It's this thing of absolute heat. And since we lived in Florida, this went on 12 months out of the year, but
it was always appropriate.
yeah, it was always appropriate, but really kicked in big with spring break. Vito, let the phones people know that none of this stuff is coming up on their names and comments and stuff like that. By the way, I want to have our new phone number by the end of the week. I know we're fighting over a couple of different numbers. We're picking one today.
Okay. And we're going to go with it.
An easy thing to say rather than a bunch of just numbers. By the way, good news for everybody. At 2:00 today, Louis J. Gomez is coming in here. It's the real ass dude.
Yes.
The Puerto Rican rattlesnake. The Howard Stern of MMA. Is it MMA?
MMA.
MMA.
Radio or whatever he uses. He's just got a million different things.
It's not easy to say, MMA.
But we got a spy report.
Spy report.
Here's Jason. Jason, what do you got? All right, we're phone errored out here, dude. Not a problem, but this is going to happen now that we launched Chris from our life.
I know.
And believe me, listeners, we'll never see him again. Because Joey has worked out just fabulously for everybody.
Look, he's all over this.
Yeah. He's all over the computerized phone bank. All right, let's make sure we're working. Jason in Panic in Detroit.
Hey, Ron, before I get to the breaking news, great GPS this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know what? We should actually thank everybody that was involved in that. Our old ex-producer, what was his name again?
I believe it was Stan Chrisley.
Stan Chrisley was phenomenal during that. Everybody over Deep Tracks. And earlier in the day, I had Deep Tracks on, and I believe Dan Neer doing a promo for it.
Yeah.
And mentioning your name, and I'm like, now I feel like I'm officially nuts. Dan Neer just said the name Gail Bennington. This feels like some kind of a weird dream I've been in.
It's so cool.
Yeah, so we'll get to that a little later on. A lot of people are asking if they could have the playlist, what never even dawned on me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are asking what the next city is. And there's tons of cities that we're looking at. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, Austin, Memphis, and even some cities in Europe, non-American
That's
cities.
right. We're not opposed to that.
We're not some kind of anti-Anglophile. We're friends with Queen Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. We
her.
are.
Yeah. Not the Queen Elizabeth who's the one from Philly.
No.
But what else did you want to talk about, Jason?
breaking news, the first firing of the NFL season, Joe Philbin out at Miami.
You know, I had heard that he was on the bubble, and the weird thing about that is they're like, oh, the players don't seem to want to play for him. You're a professional football player. You're not a fucking high school player.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need anyone to get you pumped up. But when he left Green Bay, he was the offensive coordinator, whatever. Aaron Rodgers really struggled for a while without him there. So you get this thing, oh, this guy is a genius, you know, in Green Bay, where Aaron Rodgers was like, it's tough for me. I fucking really, you know, needed, he would write plays that day. Why it doesn't work when you go to Miami, I don't know, but I don't get it at all.
Some people also just make better offensive coordinators than they do head coaches.
It is true, or sometimes you just got to catch the right wave with the right team and the right guy, you know?
I secretly hoped that he was going to say Chip Kelly, though, when he just called in.
You're that angry with Chip?
I think the mission didn't work.
Yeah.
The crazy genius, more just crazy than genius.
I texted to everyone this week, he's a fraud during the game. and literally just using that. He's a fraud.
Yeah.
And like Big J was just like, I know. He wouldn't even fight. He had no fight left in him.
No, they're broken. Eagles fans are broken right now.
But, you know, when you think your system, anyone can play in it. You know, Big J said something to me. I want our old black guys, not our new black guys. I don't think that he needed to bring up color because I don't see color.
Yeah.
And yet I hear it, you know,
Weird,
I pick up on it with my ear. I think that's why I work in radio,
Yeah.
you know. But it was, you know, it was distressing. Even though I'd given him up a week before, I watched the game and yelled. That's the thing. How did I quit if I'm still there and yelling?
I know. They pull you back in.
Jay Bone in Philly.
Hey, well, first on Chip, they got the pitchforks and the torches out here.
They better.
Season, he was a genius, the smartest coach in the NFL, and now everyone's done with him.
Look, you're in the wrong city to make some moves and not win. You want to do that shit, you better go to fucking San Diego.
They're fired up here. But, Ron, I had a question for you. I wonder if you know a comedian by the name of Steve the Pickle Man, a.k.a. Steve Slutsky, which apparently is his real name. He got stabbed in Philly Saturday night. He's a comedian. I'm just curious if you had ever heard
don't know him, but, you know, obviously heard of him. You know, he's a very well-known personality, but he was stabbed where in the neck or something crazy, right?
Yeah, stabbed in the neck. I guess some guys tried to rob him, stabbed him in the neck. I guess he's going to be all right, but I hadn't heard of him before, but figure you might have.
Yeah, I mean, he's a known dude. I'm glad to hear that he's going to be all right. What part of town was that in?
North Philly.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. See, and was he selling pickles? Was he doing comedy at the time? Which was he doing?
I think he was just sitting in his car. They didn't really. Maybe he was copping. I don't know what he was doing.
Well, that's his business, you know. All right, talk to you later.
Thanks, Ron.
Bye. I mean, he was stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
And it's an area that I wouldn't go into 2:00 in the afternoon in a cop car, but that's me. You know what I mean? Ivory Tower. I'm not like Joey Jojo out on the street looking to see, you know, what the heat is, knowing every single kind of Uber car that there is.
Yeah.
Toyota.
I don't want.
SUV.
Yeah, I don't want to get in an Uber car that other people are in.
No.
And yet Vito does it constantly. Which is the Uber you take?
I was doing Via for a while, and now I'm all over Lyft $5 rides below 97th, but those just ended. So now I got to find another cheap way to get around the city.
Now, Via's the one that just like takes you on one street and it's almost like a bus.
No. It's like they only drop you off on corners,
like
but
hubs.
they'll go anywhere. They'll go anywhere you want them to.
They'll go anywhere you want, but not to the exact address.
I mean, sometimes if you like sweet talk them a little.
Do you put other people in the car with you?
Yeah, there's other people in the car.
No thanks.
I made my profile picture like a bunch of different stuff that people wouldn't like, so like they cancel sometimes.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to Periscope this. When you're on your trips, we'll get you on the iBank Periscope, because I don't think people around the country even understand people are in a Uber car when you get in.
No.
Do you start talking to them?
No, I put my headphones in and I ignore them. And but I do yell at people sometimes when like they're taking too long to get to the car. I'm like, what are you doing? Let's go. Like,
See, I don't want that.
No.
I don't want somebody yelling at me because you're not my fucking friend.
No, I would not care for it.
well, then don't be late.
No, did any of you kids watch 60 Minutes or were you too busy smoking marijuana last night?
I was too busy
Yeah.
smoking.
See, I know that the smoking generation loves to just smoke. And I get this from independent film, where now there isn't any scenes that people aren't smoking weed in. They basically open the movie and smoke weed all the way through it. Well, the Google people claim that within like 5 years, they expect to have these non-driverless cars. And they showed in city traffic, I think they were in Los Angeles, and they're just sitting there watching the thing go. The Italians are on a thing where the guy actually turned his seat around and was just like talking to people in the back seat. It's not 100% yet, but they're saying within 5-10 years, there will be no driving. Driving will be something that you do like horseback riding. Like, I guess little girls will do it.
I understand that that's where we're going, but doesn't 5 years seem too soon?
Seems so soon.
It's going to go by in a flash, and we're going to go to driverless cars.
Yeah.
So this particular one is like a taxi service that they're trying it out.
No. These are just experimental cars, but the point will be, now see, here's what I was confused about until last night. I thought that all the cars were going to be kind of driven from some one thing like we do with satellite radio, where you just shoot it out and it goes to everybody, blah, blah, blah. But each car will be a separate smart car. So all you do is the way that you do GPS now, and it tells you, you'll put in your GPS and then you just start watching a movie.
That actually sounds kind of
sounds
exciting.
Pretty pleasant. Especially in Italy, they can have a siesta on the go now.
Well, they don't siesta in Italy. That's in Spain.
Oh. Well, now they could with these little cars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Spain. Well, siesta.
Yeah.
But even though you're from America, you could take a nap.
Anyone can.
But it really will change your life in terms of how much time. A lot of people spend going to work everywhere in the country an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours or more as part of your commute. That will now become free time to do other stuff. Like, quite frankly, you kind of are at work as soon as if you work at a terminal, you know what I mean? If you have a cubicle job or you're working on the phone, you're basically saying, now that I'm in my car, I start work now.
Yes, which is kind of, we already have a taste of that with smartphones. Like most people who have jobs like that, you wake up, you check your email, you maybe respond to a couple things, you tell someone, okay, let's meet about this. Like, most people start their workday now when they wake up because of email. So that's definitely going to be work time. Like, you'll be hooked in.
Right.
Like,
in other
don't
words,
worry, I'll be in my car.
This doesn't make life any easier. It used to be you sat in your car, you listened to talk radio, you listened to your tunes, you smoked.
Yeah.
And, that was your time. Same coming home. It gets fucking harder and harder to have that time that isn't work time.
Yeah. And I think that's something that gets brought up all the time about smartphones and things like that, where they say, that it makes life easier. Like, that's definitely like, oh, we're so distracted and we're on our Facebook, but we have extended our work day so much longer. And also, everyone works on weekends. Everybody is in contact with each other.
Yeah, and the other weird thing is, like, let's suppose I text Joey Jojo Saturday night, 3:00 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And I don't get a text right back. I go, what the fuck is with him?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Doesn't he care about his job anymore?
Yes.
And, it's just not like my boss doing it to me. It's everyone doing it. Now, the other thing that came up, which I thought was interesting, is the amount of people who die in car accidents every year. They say it would be like if a 747 dropped out of the sky every week, 52 weeks out of the year. You know that none of us would put up with it. Yet with cars, we're like,
it's part of it.
Yeah, we don't. I've never met anyone who's so phobic that they wouldn't get into a car. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I've met people who are like, I don't go on the freeway. And I'm like, well, then you're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
You know? I like to go back roads. Yeah, but you're nuts.
I don't take rights.
But I never heard anyone ever say to me in my life, I'm not getting in that thing.
No, I don't do cars.
Not only would I get in any car, I'd get in any car with any drunk driver and have before. Hey, JJ, what's up?
Hey, I like this idea, but I think it needs to be mandated for, say, drivers over 65 and maybe drivers under 25, but everybody else can drive themselves.
Well, you know, there will be some of that kind of stuff coming up. Like, you know, if anyone ever, there's people in my life that I wish had some kind of driving service, even though I wouldn't tell them
Right.
not to drive. But that won't be an issue anymore.
Now, with the safety issue, are we also going to have, it's going to be safer because of our position in the car? Like, there's no reason to ride up front, right up against the window anymore.
That's kind of interesting.
So now it's going to be like a maybe a lounge area in the middle. You're not going to be like thrown from a car the same way.
Could be a double bed in there for you know what I mean? But here's another thing as far as kids go. Let's suppose like your kid said, yeah, I want to go to the movies or whatever with my friends. And you're like, okay, I'm programming the car to the movie and back at 11 o'clock. And then like he's, you know, talking with some girl and the fucking car just starts to start up. He's like, I got to get in that.
I got to go.
I got to get in. My car's leaving and I can't. He's just running behind it because there's no reason that, like, if you said to me, "Oh, you know, do you want this lamp or something?" You could just send it over to my house.
Yes,
I'd be out like, "Hey, I got the lamp. Send your car back."
I mean, I imagine this, if it's safer now and these cars are driving themselves, the cars could just drive faster.
No, not at this time. At this point in time, it's the exact laws. So, but now that I'm hearing your point, yes, there's no reason as long as we take drivers off the road.
Right.
If we have enough trust in the car. Now, by the way, none of this stuff means that it won't ever have accidents. They may still,
right,
like any mechanical problem. But there will be, you know, no more than we have now.
right, and you're going to be taking out human error.
G-Man in Charlotte, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie B, I drive about 5 hours a day for what I do all over the state of North Carolina. I will be the first sumbitch in line to buy one of these things. Can you imagine the masturbation possibilities with a driverless car?
First of all, the masturbation possibilities now are higher than any of us want to know. They are extremely high. Somewhere around 100% in cars now. At least now there might be blinds or something.
Yeah, this actually improves the situation, I think.
You know, and with people going, oh, this, you know, this. Just imagine the way technology moves. Well, look, if you tried to look at a refrigerator in 1930 and then a refrigerator in like 1957, they almost, you know, that in that 20 years, look how far they went. Well, we're not going 20 years with our technology. I mean, would you look at your phone today, if you have an iPhone, the advancements since the flip phone, or how you would feel if you saw someone with a fucking flip phone today. And we thought that was so cool when we watched The Matrix. Like, them motherfuckers got flip phones. We thought it was fucking phenomenal. That and their sunglasses. Where do you get the phones and sunglasses? I didn't pay attention to anything else in this.
What is his glasses even attached to?
Here's Greg in D.C. Greg.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You're on the air, Greg. Oddly enough. Yeah.
I got an Uber customer. I'll be right with you.
Okay. I'm going to wait. For you.
Is that good? Awesome. All right.
Thank you very much.
Let me, four. All right.
Awesome.
Hey, Ron, okay?
Yeah.
We already do that with Subway car. I wasn't listening at a customer, but we already do that with the Subway cars. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, a lot of the subway cars, we just have a guy sitting next to it.
Yes.
In case something goes wrong.
Exactly.
But they're on their own.
But I mean, I was hearing you saying that, like how safe it's going to be, and then maybe not, because if you, I'm going to take a look at the metro system where I'm in D.C. in 2009.
Yeah.
The sensors that's keeping this thing going. And then when the sensors are bad, like they are, then you have disaster.
No, you're exactly right. These things are not ready to roll out today. The ones in 5 years from now, I don't recommend for anyone, but the regular people who like to have something, no one else does.
Yes.
But Greg has a very good point. We're not looking at 0%. But, remember Minority Report? Where those, they were basically hanging the cars up, and then you go shooting off into these specialized things.
Yeah.
Joey's point of, well, could you then have a car that is as fast as a train? If you're in a car like that, could you say, I'm leaving to go from New York to Pittsburgh? I might as well leave 2 a.m, sleep, and be refreshed when I get there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And if you're cutting down the human error, maybe then you can go 100 miles an hour the whole way.
And I imagine, too, there wouldn't be windows, or you could block out the windows if you're moving that fast. Why would you really want to watch?
You don't need it.
You don't need it.
The sleep possibilities.
You can put a flat screen TV in there.
You know what I'm thinking, too, is the snack situation. You could have full dinners in there. You could have a steak. What stops you?
It's disgusting.
There's going to be so much more space.
You're eating a car dinner. I don't care what anyone says.
You can invite people over, pick them up in your car, and have a car dinner.
Yeah. Would you like to go out to dinner for tonight? Where are we going? Just sitting in my car. Probably most of the time in your driveway.
A scenic route, though, of course.
But technology, it brings good things and it also brings bad things.
Yes.
And they never say when they're doing this. By the way, this is going to create a lot of problems as well.
There's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. Going back to the refrigerator and the way we did food and all in the 50s and 60s, no one ever said, and you people are going to be grossly overweight. I mean, everyone. What you consider overweight now will be normal. And then you're going to see beings like you've never seen on this planet. Like some of the people that are at the circus and the sideways shows. You'll see them in the mall.
Yeah.
Instead of paying money, you'll be behind them in line.
You're just going to have way too much access to food.
If you were going to a fair in 1917, right, there would be a guy sitting there for you to look at that weighed 280 pounds.
Oh, my God.
Look at him!
The guy that you now call Uncle Sal. Farmers came from all over to take a look at.
How does he live?
His belt, it looks like he's taken a knife and made some extra little holes for himself.
Yeah, no one talks about that, too, because that really killed the fat man industry at the circus.
Oh, yeah, you can't have it anymore. I mean, to do it now, you would have to have someone so incredibly huge. They'd have to be 3,000 pounds before anybody would put out any money at all. Because you can't have people there eating fucking deep fried Oreos staring at someone who weighs less than them.
He's not so bad.
There's a big gal yoga up on the site today. Are they calling it Big Gal Yoga?
Yeah, it's her Instagram handle. She goes by Big Gal Yoga, and she's the next big thing to hit Instagram because she's just so big, but she does all these impressive yoga poses.
Oh, she can pull it off.
Yeah, she can pull it off.
So it says yoga does not get you into shape at all, I guess, huh?
I guess so. She's killing the norms.
Yeah, it's funny because I had my first yoga teacher, I would say, was about that size.
Really?
And she, for the most part, would actually just sit and kind of call out she would kind of call out what poses we were doing and kind of set us up. And we were doing something. She was kind of criticizing this girl the way she was doing it. And the girl, she was just like, well, she's made some kind of nasty comment like, well, I don't see you doing it or something. And she literally went into, these are the top 5 hardest yoga poses known to man. And it was like incredible, her doing them. Like, she was so graceful, the way she moved. I was in shock. And she was probably about this size. It's amazing.
Well, this, they call her Girl Yokozuna. She can do everything, huh?
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's a very graceful.
Now, by the way,
pose.
your thing of Brooklyn yoga, which I'm sure turns ugly fast.
Hot yoga.
I'd rather do 19-year-old Tammy Pescatelli yoga. I'm signing up for that.
She is a vision in salmon pink.
This is why guys want time machines.
That's like a satin bikini. I don't even really, or like a satin one piece.
Yes, I remember when this was the norm now. I just can't believe that she doesn't have those leg warmers on.
She kind of looks like a real sexy whoopee cushion.
I don't even know what
Halloween,
that means.
With the color right there.
Oh, the color,
label.
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought you were getting into, fart porn, and I'm like, I don't think Tammy goes that way.
Oh, no.
She doesn't. She's a good girl.
Oh, I don't know if she's a good girl. She ain't too good. People are loving this picture, though.
How could you not? I mean, stunning. I love that hair. That hair.
The weird thing is that just looks like hair to me. I remember when guys had hair like that.
Yeah. That hair is because of the age that I was. It still always is like cool girl hair.
Right.
Like when I was in elementary school, all like the middle school girls had hair like that.
Yeah.
And we're like, they're cool.
For me, it would be the Rachel from Friends.
Right.
Everyone had the Rachel.
Even you?
Well, no, I had the Chandler for a little bit. Then I moved
You
over.
actually would be Chandler when we reboot this.
Oh, I can't
You
wait.
so would be the Chandler.
Well, just wait for my new Periscope show, Friends 2. Friends, 6 of them?
Millennial friends.
Millennial Friends.
Well, they now look back at, and by the way, this is what kills me. I know Tammy's got a lot more of those pictures. Keep them coming.
I know.
But, they look back at Friends now as being racist, homophobic, anti-transgender. The amount of jokes that they did about how homophobic the guys were with each other, how disgusted they were that Chandler's mom used to be his dad, or however they trans that world. That there are people like, maybe this shouldn't be shown at 7:00 when children can see it.
Yeah, but it was, they were trailblazers with the trans thing. I mean, nobody was talking about having a trans mama.
But but they weren't throwing up and gagging over it. But also, we never realized that was an edgy show at the time. We're like, safe fucking comedy. It's like if you found out years from now Big Bang Theory was really, disgustingly racist. You're like, what?
But somehow at the cutting edge of technology, they worked out theories that hadn't been thought of yet.
Well, they also come up with how many shows didn't have one single black friend under any circumstances, or when those shows did, everyone just focused on their blackness.
Right.
Right.
Everyone was pointing out how black they were.
There's a new black guy at work.
We're going to go play basketball. I got Jamal.
Now, was it Seinfeld that they said never once had a black girlfriend?
Yes, but that was also because being in New York, there were never a lot of black people there. Like Seinfeld and Woody Allen have lived in a part of New York that there aren't a lot of black people.
Yeah.
How they did it is because, they were shooting in studios. But they didn't even have black extras.
No.
So yeah, I guess it just didn't happen in those days. There just weren't a lot of black people.
I mean, Ross Geller had an Asian wife, and I think that's as far as it went.
And a British wife.
Yeah,
which is
kind of black.
Kind of black.
In a way.
And for the UK.
Yeah.
Ross dated a black girl in later seasons.
All right, good call.
See?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right before he ended up with Jennifer Aniston.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
I've dated all the races, Rachel, but I realize yours is the best.
This is a direct quote.
Tony wrote to us about Tammy, and he wrote to Tammy, man, time is a bitch. You're fucking crazy, Tony.
You're an idiot.
She looked great then. She looks amazing now. Tesla Model X does all this now. Yeah, but They're not selling it to all the car companies, like literally every car company, and then every computer company is working on this. I don't even know if they're called computer companies anymore. Probably, tech. Thank you, a tech giant. Well, did you see where Facebook is looking to go into virtual reality or something like that?
They're ready to move on.
Yeah, they're ready to be in an entirely different business than they're in now. It seems like you should sell Facebook, take that money, and then start a new business, because what you're doing isn't Facebook anymore.
I don't want to be in people's Facebook. Like, I don't want their Facebook all around me.
Seriously, this was the biggest fucking posse I've seen yet. 25 people all just walked in the shade at the same time.
Yeah, and a nice camera that guy's holding too.
Yeah, it looks like a nice 1989 camera. He was the guy that was shooting the video with Tammy in it.
Vintage. I don't even know if I would want to be in someone else's reality, if that's where they're going with it. I like my reality.
Your reality is so fucking ridiculous. I think that if I went in there, I'd die. I'd die of weirdness. You'd be like going, it'd be like, I feel like I just ran into the Cheshire fucking cat. I remember when they first started to talk about virtual reality, it had to be 20 plus years ago, easy. And that, I don't feel like they've made any fucking headway, except for Facebook bought this company that has this stuff for $24 billion.
Oh.
I didn't even know that there would be a $24 billion company that none of us had ever heard of before.
That's insane. But here's the what will they do with virtual reality for Facebook? Like, okay, I mean, like how will they merge those two ideas together? Because virtual reality, what do you think? If you think of like entertainment or interactive, like video games, what for Facebook? Why stay with Facebook?
All right, what if you did this? What if you had a comedy club that people didn't have to go to? They could just put on a fucking helmet and be there. Or a rock concert that people didn't have to go there.
Yeah.
Or a fact of a nightclub where you go and you meet people, but you never had to leave your house. Now, is that a plus or a minus to what the human experience is? You know?
It's a weird sidestep, that's for sure. It's kind of like, if you remember years ago, there was that thing like Second Life. You remember that thing? Mm-hmm. It would be like that. You would have your own avatar, but you could move through this world. Like you would have maybe you could even create your own space. Like when people say, "Oh, my Facebook page has this and this and this," it would be like a physical space then that you could invite people to welcome them in, and they could like move and interact in that space.
Yeah.
Could you create your own avatar in your liking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I think you could. Like,
I don't know whether it's that or it just takes you and puts you into that world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you are just, maybe it's up to you. I know I don't want to go around and meet fucking people who are lions that aren't lions. That would annoy me.
Yeah, they're just
But
lions.
as ridiculous as this sounds, right? If you told people in 100 years ago that what we do was a job, instead of going town to town to talk to people, they would think that you're a maniac. Yeah. As a matter of fact, in the things of what we're doing now, one of the things of being a public speaker for thousands and thousands of years was to be able to figure out how to control and make your voice loud enough that people could hear you, right? So when you see Teddy Roosevelt, you see that he still had those things that made a great public speaker, even though they were miking him up. The world hadn't caught on with how you fucking slow it down and not be yelling.
And to them, it would seem incredibly impersonal that you weren't interacting with a crowd, and like what you were speaking about wasn't being affected by the way they were reacting to you.
Chris says he's coming here, and I'll be like, don't hurry. Right. So now you'll go to a Broadway show and they don't even push their, that was the thing about Jolson, that he had such a voice, like he had the amplification. He was able to amplify his voice through his own chest. Now, if you listen to him sing, you don't even think that he's a great singer. Yeah. But people used to think, well, this is amazing. You know?
Right, because that was a skill on itself. Like,
Absolutely.
If you were a good singer, but you didn't have that, you wouldn't be able to be a performer.
I've seen one person years ago do that, and that was Tony Bennett, that he put the mic away. Oh, I've seen Rufus Wainwright do it as well in a huge theater, 2,000 people.
Whoa.
And he's not mic'd and just stood at the end and sang. And it's a totally different experience.
Didn't Elvis Costello do that once, too?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
All right, so I've seen 3 people now. I've seen 3 people do that. But it's very moving to us.
Yeah.
Now, like you'll hear that, and I think the moving part is it's the actual voice, that there is something in between us, whether we know it or not, just having microphones.
Yeah, I remember that being in the audience because I immediately felt like emotional, and I couldn't really figure out why I was feeling that way. And I think it was just like the rawness of hearing his actual voice, even though I had felt like I had been listening to him this whole time. Suddenly I was like, oh no, this is the real him, and this is what he actually sounds like.
Here's Lamar in Ohio.
Hey, Ronnie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I was thinking with the topic at hand, going back into the virtual reality with Facebook, that you could actually have relationships with people that you might not have had, like in high school.
In what way?
Whether it be dating, sexual, but take that virtual reality. That person may be in a relationship with someone, but just to have that taboo, it'd be kind of exciting to be able to move away from that and go into that virtual reality and actually maybe have a sexual experience with that person you always wanted to, but just couldn't.
So you're going to have sex with the avatar?
Yes. And whoever else is willing.
All right, but so you wouldn't be having sex with the way they look like now. You'll be having sex with the way they look like in high school.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, so it always comes back to spanking possibilities.
Sure.
It's every new technology. What?
How do we get my rocks off on this one?
So you basically go back and fuck someone's yearbook picture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that moves us along as a species.
Yeah. I was thinking, hey, it could build new relationships with people across the world. But, I don't want to go back to high school and talk to Jamie from high school.
That's her?
Yeah.
She was the girl.
R.I.P.
Now, was this middle school?
It was
Because you're
freshman
going
year.
to,
Oh,
that's fucking assault, brother.
Yeah,
Assault, brother.
Yeah, I don't. First of all, we don't know all the possibilities in how sex. They say that sex robots are on their way. Now, already, if you would have told me years ago guys would brag about fucking fleshlights, I would have told you were fucking insane. But they do.
They do like to tell. They do like to share it.
So I don't doubt any technology is off the fucking thing here. But also, just like you ever meet someone online and they don't look the way you expected them to look when you do meet them, and also you're not as comfortable with their real life personality as their online personality. This has got to up that game so much.
Yeah. I mean, you could even do that with a memory of someone. So if you've never had that connection with someone, it's even more so. So if you haven't seen someone for 10 years and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to see you. Like, this is going to be awesome. And then you meet up with them and then you're like, wow, this is really weird.
Totally different.
Yeah. I don't know how to interact with you.
Changed a lot. A lot of shit happened to me.
All right. Well,
See this
gotta get going. Huh?
See this stump where my arm used to be?
Yes, I had noticed.
I didn't want to bring it up.
I guess it was about 3 years ago I started shitting and pissing myself.
It's getting late.
So how you doing? Remember that time y'all went to some show, thought it was a big deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Could you help me out with money? Could you? Could you just give me some money?
Check, please.
Based on what happened many years ago, could you give me money now? I need your help. Help me bury a body.
Oh, God.
Had it in the trunk now for 2 years. No one I feel as close to as you. Yeah, it's very, very fucking bizarre. It's very bizarre. Well, the weird thing is, even if you go back to a place where you grew up, it doesn't look the way it looked in your mind. I'm not even saying, oh, because there's a Wawa super gas station there now. I mean, it just, you remember something differently.
Yeah.
You can't even trust your memory.
No, it's really weird because have you ever had that where someone argues a point like, no, it went down like this, and you're sure,
many times.
and then someone else comes in, backs that person up, and you realize, like, listen, I was not trying to change that history at all. Like, this is what I have in my mind.
Right.
And it's a scary feeling when you're like,
now,
no,
you
I
also
totally
don't know
remember.
whether the mythology of that thing being passed around has also changed it. You know what I mean? Because that has happened as well. A fist fight is remembered by everybody to be much more epic than if you would have seen a video of it. I brought this up with sporting events that I've heard or read about sporting events in the past, and then you see a piece of film of it, and you're like, I guess. Like, everyone is committed to that some Giants Colts game in 1958 was the greatest game of all time.
Right.
And anytime that I've watched it, it looks like a pretty slow moving, handing the ball off football game. But to those people, because it was kind of the first big championship game, it grew in stature and grew in stature. I imagine if a young person were to watch Muhammad Ali, they would not think that he was the fighter that I remember him being. You know what I mean? I've had friends that I went to school with that I talked to them after years, and they took everything that ever happened and compressed it into one weekend. And it'd be like, that's the fucking weekend. We saw the Stones. We left. We went to Wildwood. We fucking met those chicks. Remember those fucking crazy chicks? And then we fought those guys from fucking Trainer. And then we all dropped that acid. And you're just like, pretty sure that all took place over 7 years, maybe, not some crazy weekend. But not only did they think that, like, their kids will have heard those stories. You know what I mean? And their friends who don't know you will have heard those stories. And those stories have now taken on a reality that has superseded whatever actually happened, where all those things kind of took place, but certainly our lives weren't like that all the time.
And they grow when you're talking in a group, too.
Yeah.
Like, you get fuel off of each other. When
You
one person's
tag
like,
it,
yeah, and then that, and then that, and you're
Yeah.
like, and then you step back and go, well, that whole thing wasn't that exciting that night. It was there was a lot of waiting around for that thing to happen, and we were bored, and then we drove around or whatever, like.
I think, you know how they always say that your life will flash in front of your eyes when you're dying? I think it's going to be a fake life based on that kind of stuff, that the highs are going to seem higher and the lows are going to seem lower.
Yeah. Because already, if you think of your childhood, it's you can't really flash through it. You're getting these like little snaps of weird moments. Some of them don't even seem that significant.
That's all you remember, these little bubble moments, these little things that they mean something. There must be a reason why that stuck.
Yeah.
But what reason, you don't know. You don't know at all. I watched a documentary that was about the 1964 World's Fair. It was on PBS last night. And it had to have been a 15-year-old documentary or maybe even more, because the people were way too young in their memories. But they started talking about the Belgian waffle. Because I guess America had never seen a Belgian waffle, and everybody would line up and they'd be like, oh my God, the Belgian waffle. And I'm like, you can get that at a fucking pancake house. It's not a big deal. It's not even an impressive, delicious thing to have. And yet to these kids, because they were introduced to something that was from Europe, and it was here in Queens, New York, and they had come down and they were from Connecticut, and the whole thing was terribly exciting to them.
Yeah.
Terribly exciting. I think it's kind of the way, it's one of the reasons why the Beatles stayed big throughout their entire life, because the shock of that band was so massive.
Yeah. And it seemed like, because the way culture was then, where something could make an impact, then you are getting, everybody had that unifying experience of like, oh, the first time we heard the Beatles was pretty much all around the same time.
Well, yeah, they watched Sullivan, and
Yeah.
there was something like ridiculous. Half the country or something was turning this on and saying either this is the worst thing ever or this is the best thing ever. And those people were in the same home looking at it. You know what I mean? Where the father would be saying, this is disgusting. And the little girls were just like, my life has changed. Little girls like, I just want to do this. And the number of classic rock musicians who have told me that was the time that I decided, right? And they were all about the same age. You know what I mean? They would have been anywhere from like 10 to 14. If you were 10 to 14 in 1964 and you saw that, there was a good chance that you were starting a band.
Yeah. You're like, I want to do that forever.
Yeah, I just want to do it and have people scream at me. And why wouldn't you? It made total sense.
It's incredible if you think of all those people linked though in that moment.
It's phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. And we only get that. I mean, obviously 9/11 is a day that everybody turned on the TV at the same time when the space shuttle exploded, but there's very few times that we're all doing it. Like, think of how many times in your life that you've seen people stop and try to look at a TV in a bar or something because something is so important. It's very, very rare.
I had even that experience with the supermoon the other day, and I was thinking, oh, weird, this is so cool. Like, I know so many people right now, and people, that I know, who I don't know, who I haven't seen in a long time, and we're all kind of like looking up, all of us on the East Coast at this exact time, looking up and watching this eclipse.
You're connected.
And I felt really, and I was thinking, well, it used to feel like that probably about a lot of things.
I don't know. I don't know whether that's ever been true, or maybe it was just always true of supermoons, you know what I mean, or eclipses.
Yeah.
Now we have the Super Bowl, and or New Year's Eve is another perfect thing.
Yeah.
At 12 o'clock at New Year's Eve that the first girl who ever kissed you is going 10, 9, 8, and people that punched you or you punched, whatever. You're all doing the same thing at the same time. There's something powerful about that. I honestly think that if there was a way that we could really test a lot of things about, being connected, if we would do a deal that everybody would do something at the same time. Could you imagine everyone on the planet Earth saying, at this time, we're all going to jump up in the air and land and see if we can start a fucking earthquake? Or everybody just start clapping or whistling, or everybody sings Hey Jude at the exact same moment everywhere on the planet. That would be incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Why don't we do it? Why don't we just fucking try it?
Yeah.
Why don't we just try it once to see if fucking suddenly the clouds don't part, this big face appears in the hey, you're moving on now to the next level. You got this. You solved it.
You did.
All right, but the next level is really going to be hard.
Aww.
But you did this level.
Stay on this level. Stay on this
You
level.
want to go next level of human consciousness? No, what I'm going to do is put you all together into one blob now.
What?
Okay. Well, I trust you.
Yeah, I'm the game guy. I'm the game designer.
Damn it, we should have just brought back Hands Across America.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's amazing that we've never tried before.
I thought that I was for many years, I thought that I was a part of Hands Across America.
You were.
Oh, that was actually a part of it? Because I swear, there was a picture of me with a little boy, and I don't remember why everyone had said, oh, that's Hands Across America. And so, years later, I was like, yeah, I was a part of that, but that wasn't the actual.
Yeah, it was.
link.
It just started. That's where the link was breaking. I was in New York. I was in New York City that day when it was lining up, and it seemed like a big day. And you were staying, I guess, with my mom that night. So I drove to make sure we were with you, and we went to the spot that it was.
That
But
really
yes,
wasn't it?
Yes, that was really it.
Okay, so then I was right all along.
Well, who told you were wrong?
I think my mother did. She was like, no, you were just holding hands with a boy.
That's why. She never said that, did she?
She did.
She lied to you.
So hard to figure out truth.
I'm just going to text liar. Is that your belly, dude?
Yeah, that was my belly.
What's wrong with you,
Oh
man?
my god, I ate breakfast.
What did you eat? Fucking lava?
I had lava with a side of bacon, egg, and cheese.
Did you have bacon, egg, and cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Toasties. Right downstairs.
You love
Everyone
toasties.
disgusts me.
Yeah.
A lot of people in this place eat toasty, and they're all disgusting.
Everyone there was just in a button-up shirt and pants. And it was really crowded. And I felt completely different. So that's why I go there, to feel unique.
Oh, it's just because you work around a lot of people who wear suits to work. They're fucking morons. None of their jobs have any value whatsoever.
Not like you, Joe. You have value.
Well, I'm producer.
Look what your
now.
mother just texted back.
Yeah, you did. She did
Right,
say that.
I never said that.
Was that the same weekend you won the football game?
Mm-hmm.
And you went to the Beatles museum?
It was so crazy that weekend. And then we dropped acid.
Nice. You broke your arm?
Mhm.
Is that the time?
That was the dark part of the weekend.
Oh.
But since we were on acid, no one cared. Let's see what Millie Hatchett wrote, because someone wrote that's ridiculous to her. I can't keep up with the Twitter. That's why I just Periscope.
I know. It's a whole new world.
Tim Knight said Ross never married the Asian girl. I hate myself for doing that. He was engaged to the Asian girl, right?
He was engaged, but they never made it happen. Again, I think
I know.
Rachel got in the way.
I don't know. I think Ross had commitment issues personally.
He had a lot of ladies.
Surprisingly. Yeah.
Richie said this. Nice to hear you guys actually talking. I thought you only played records. We did play some records on that GPS show.
We did.
Detroit got lit up in a big, big way, and the response was fantastic.
It was really exciting. It was a blast.
I heard from Don, but he played it down. You know what I mean?
Really?
He played it, but he's like, yeah, it was good.
Good.
Sounded good. Oh, we don't seem to be on Don's hit list right now.
We're on his shit list, I guess.
Oh, no, he's, I forgot, he's putting together the Thanksgiving show for us where we feed our listeners instead of the poor.
Yes.
And we're excited about that. It's kind of the second annual, but I've only told one person who was going to, because she wrote to me and said, I want to make travel plans. Can you tell me the date?
So you only told one person.
It's a very special person.
Okay.
I'll just give you a hint of her name. Shrekalov. I won't give you
Nice.
her real name.
What can I do with
But
that?
it's Shrekalov. Yeah, work on it.
Okay.
This will be one of the clues. Vito, you're part of the gang. Everybody will work on it together.
Okay. I believe in these guys. They're going to crack the code.
Next level. Next level.
Could happen.
level.
All right, Vito, you were very late with the next level.
I have to press a button, so it makes everything harder.
Who mocked it? But yeah, I love doing GPS. And I already think I know it. Our next place to be, Twin Oaks, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm looking at the whereabouts. I'm looking at the gems. Obviously, we have to have Johnny Loopy playing fucking accordion.
Who was that band who just played one show only?
Every band only plays one show only
Oh, really?
at a time. What are you talking about?
There
Oh,
was a
hockey.
band. We had more than one show.
What are you talking about? Stepping
Was it-
Stones?
There was a band that you said played in the auditorium. They just killed it.
Oh, I can't remember that. I can't remember that band.
Maybe
They were
Joe
glam.
can figure it out.
They were more if we're going to be honest, they were more Linwood than Twin Oaks.
Okay.
And we
fair.
should be honest. That should be our job.
Definitely. On GPS, we're always honest.
Lauren says that she eats at Toasties every day. That's because you're disgusting, Lauren. That place is disgusting. You had the greatest diner in this area, one of the great diners of New York City, and no one fought for it because it was a couple extra fucking feet away from shitty Toasties. Millie says, let me guess, Don is having the Thanksgiving show at the Hard Rock in Times Square. Well, look, we're not going to do that without Johnny.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Johnny's man behind this.
Yeah. Johnny's the man behind the man and in front of a lot of other men.
Well, I can't wait. Second annual for you, but first for me.
First for me, too.
Delco Trash wrote to me, I don't know why people are always bad-mouthing Stanley's email response. He got right back to me at 3:30 a.m. Saturday night with gambling talk.
Nice. He's on top of it.
Yeah. Although I didn't hear back from him all weekend. I know for a fact he didn't even listen to GPS.
What?
Yeah. I know that for a fucking hard fact, my friend.
I listened. Joe listened.
Of course.
Joe's the future. Joe and Vito. What about Dan? Dan's not the future?
Dan's in the future.
How come Dan didn't do the step up?
I don't know. I mean, he maybe he can explain it.
Dan, I'm trading you to New Orleans later this week.
Oh, God.
You're sending me there?
Yeah. Let's see if you work out better there than you have here.
Should I Periscope?
I want you to Periscope all the time. I like your Periscopes. I don't know if you and Joe are good together. I want you to Periscope separately. Well, that's what we'll do. 2 Periscopes today, 2 shows, then we'll judge one against the other.
I love it.
At the same time? Or
No. It'll be like one happens, and then a little while later, another one happens. All right, here's what I want you guys to do, and you got 15 minutes to do this. Write up your concept for today's Periscope.
Okay. Oh, man. This is exciting.
And give it to me like in a real fucking pitch, you know?
He
Vito,
loves a
would you
pitch.
like to be part of this?
I would love to. I would
All
love
right.
to fucking dominate
Then
this.
you write up your pitch as well. Oh my God.
My goodness.
You fucking hack, dude.
Oh my God.
The way you are dressed for court, you cut your hair, you're wearing a fucking suit.
Yes.
You look very dapper.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get a picture. I'm not even going to talk about this anymore until it's on the iBank. But you, my friend,
Yes.
are everything that's wrong with society,
How
both
so?
sides. Because you would fucking sell your soul in a heartbeat.
Really?
Put them up against the Bennington sign.
Oh my God.
This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. We got enough light?
I can move this.
Yeah, move it. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I had to go to court. That's the problem.
Looking good.
All right, now here's the deal. You're not going to court on an assault fucking trial. Your mom had a problem many years ago when the
Yes.
street blew up in front of her.
Yes.
Why did you feel the need to cut and put product in your hair and wear this suit?
Because my lawyer told me to. They said, everyone else will be wearing a suit. You should do
Let
the
me
same.
see. Oh, yeah, put that up.
All right. I'm putting it up.
Oh, my God.
This is the first time I'm clean shaven in about 3 years.
And you won't do it for us, but you'll do it for a fucking lawyer.
About a half dozen lawyers grilling me for fucking 2 hours.
Why would they grill you?
I had to go through every detail of the worst part of my life.
Uh-huh.
For about 2.5 hours.
Now, this was about your mom being hurt, right?
Yes.
And there's a medical receipts to that, right? Their tests were done, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Her leg was broken.
Yeah,
right?
she had a couple injuries to the legs, yeah.
Why would they need any information from you? You were her son.
Because I was the only person who could say what kind of pain and suffering she went through. Because she passed away. So I was like, the eyewitness, whoever.
I'm
So
fucking furious.
For 2.5 hours, I just every fucking detail from like 6 years or 7 years ago.
Now, was anyone acting like you were lying?
They tried to like catch me in lies and shit. Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's nothing lower than these human beings.
They're the worst.
How much money do you think you're going to get?
No idea. There was nothing. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. All I know is it was a shitty morning.
Yeah, but was it worth 7 figures?
I have no idea.
Could you get 7 figures?
I have no clue. I know other people have gotten large amounts of money.
How much?
I think one guy got like 30 or 40 million or something. But that guy had like 40% or no, 80% of his body burned from like the steam pipe actually exploding. But yeah, man, it was fucking terrible.
Oof.
Yeah,
You're looking at $1 million.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm just glad this shit's over with. Apparently this was like
What are you going to do with the mill?
I don't know. I don't know if any money comes through what I will do with it.
Drunk around the world?
That could be a good Periscope show.
You are such a fucking hack.
Because I wore a suit to a deposition?
Because you never wear a suit to a fucking funeral. You never show up to anything. Your hair has product in it.
Yes, it does.
Looks great.
Thanks.
Is it up on the iBang yet?
It has been tweeted out to Bennington. Should be up on the iBang shortly.
Well, show the picture of the other person without him being able to say it. And he has to get, yeah, just like that. Guess who that is right there?
I'm going to guess, because of the hair?
Yeah.
Heather Locklear?
Oh, that's very nice. Quite a compliment.
Is it true?
Look, there's the picture of fucking young Kennedy, Chris Stanley.
When you left, did they shine that pen in your face?
No, but I did get a sorry for your loss at the end of it.
Oh.
Classy.
Yeah.
Harley Quincy said this. Reservoir douche. This one isn't fair. Hey, Mike, where's Molly?
Ouch.
Yeah. People are mean. All right, put that picture back up so he can see it. That is Tammy Pescatelli.
Holy
when she was 19. Yeah. She was and is a bombshell.
God damn, Tammy.
A bombshell in every decade.
Holly said that she would take all sides over Turkey any day. All right, but you know what? I can't have you taken some of the... All right, this is... You posted it on your Twitter, so that's where it's going to go out of. Gail Ann.
Okay, yeah. I sent it to the Bennington show, too.
Well, the Bennington show, I guess, didn't want to tweet. Maybe they'll retweet, though.
RT, please. Please.
Not a favorite, a retweet.
Yeah. Don't... What's the favorite supposed to do for me? You got to give me an RT.
A favorite means nothing. I personally think favorites are very nice.
A poorly dressed blues brother?
Say that doesn't mean. I don't think he's poorly dressed.
Well,
I think he looks
suit
great.
The suit doesn't quite fit well. I mean, you need a little bit of a shorter jacket is all.
Well, I'm not getting anything tailored here.
Did you go and buy the suit?
No, this is my all-purpose wedding, funeral, court suit.
Well, then you could have it tailored.
You're a very handsome boy, though. Now that
Yeah,
you're
he's a
cleaned
very
up.
good-looking kid.
He's very handsome.
Very good-looking kid. Well, that's a terrible picture, though, with the Bennington not even showing up properly. I don't know if this room is good for photography.
It's supposed to be.
I see some of the video that puts up, and sometimes it looks like he's just floating back there. I can't even see him, you know?
Right.
But I'll see like his head floating around. I don't know what happens
You
there.
can't wear dark blue in here.
By the way, when I did Anthony's show the other day, he held up a book that he was selling, and then the book was like some of it was invisible when you would sell
because it was green?
Yeah, it was the
Green
exact
screen.
green as the green screen.
Could I get some breaking news?
You mean Spy Report?
Or Spy Report, yeah.
Spy Report. Spy Report.
CC Sabathia checking into alcohol rehab.
Oh, God.
Well, that's really gossip. That's no one's business.
No. That's the Yankees. The Yankees have released a statement on it. Why would you? The day before the big playoff game.
Well, maybe he needs it.
He's got to get ready.
No, good for him. I mean, it's good. Maybe some people listening could take a little notice of that.
That's you, Stanley. That fucking ill-fitting suit doesn't take away. All right, Greg writes this. Go stockbrokers. Carla writes, holy ill-fitting suit Batman. He must be lost again. Liz at Spire says, I didn't think they dressed the horses for the Derby.
It's weird.
Cam says, Chris looks like he works for the law firm of Mumford and Sons. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Looks like his dad's oversized and oversexed suit. Third Blues Brothers. Daniel says, looks like a Bible salesman. Here's Pepper stick up his ass. A Minotaur in a monkey suit. Paul Bearer Hicks. Atticus Fink. Very John Goodmishy, but still yuck.
I'll take that as a compliment, the first
Corporate
part.
Chris Israel. Stanley looks like Ed McMahon. We could do Ed McStan.
Oh.
I didn't know that they made Blazers in the 60 long.
Ouch.
Is that a tarp or a suit jacket?
It's a suit jacket.
That's mean.
Ben John Good button. Chris's punishment is that he has to wear this outfit every day. The corporate Chris seems to be winning from a lot of people. Chris is going to buy 1 million loose cigarettes with his settlement.
Nice. Never have to worry again.
Can I bum one?
Sure.
Actually, this is a great picture of you. You look like you're running for office.
Yeah.
And sitting in here now, leaning like that, you look like a DA.
It's a very good picture.
That dancing guy from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones let himself go. Then just what a sad day.
It is.
It's a fucking horse knee. Holy shit. It's a fucking horse knee. Stand back, that button's gonna blow. This is a good one. Stanley Pacino in Scent of a Producer. We should have hashtagged this. I'm very pissed at us. Looks like Pen 8 Teller.
Oh.
An enthusiastic mortician, says Wedge. Next time, show his profile so we can see his hind legs and tail.
Not gonna happen.
All right. Still looks like a pile of shit with some barbershop floor hair sprinkled on top. I just fucking mean.
That guy's just an asshole.
Floor hair. That's good.
Jimmy Kimmel looks like hell. That's so fucking funny. People keep bringing up your fucked up knee. I don't even understand it. I'm rough on you.
Weird.
Tour guide at a haunted house.
Spooky.
Can't be a bad gig.
Is there a vest under that jacket?
No.
No, he left that at home.
Yeah.
He has that ready, though.
3-piece in it.
Yeah, it's actually a reversible vest. Dude, you gotta wear that. You gotta wear this suit to the Thanksgiving gig.
Please.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'll hang the pants up because they'll be famous. But then you'll have to get a new suit.
Can you reimburse me for some pants?
Yeah.
With your
that's how
fucking
we do.
30 million?
We pay people for their pants, so we'll pay you for those. We'll hang them, and then you can get yourself a new all-purpose suit.
Deal.
For letting you
$20.
go today, Chris, how much you pay me? What percentage? Just give me a percent.
This is only the second time I've ever been late. Ever.
I know. And it's really fun. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
The show was better than ever today.
Good. I'm glad.
Very
Yeah.
smooth.
Sounds
That'd be
great.
good once you get that, what you call suicide money.
What?
That was a horrible day. I remember when that happened to your mom.
Yeah.
The fucking street blew up in front of
It's
her.
horrible. Yeah.
Burned her and probably led to her cancer, I believe.
It was a bad day. It was a clusterfuck.
I considered a $30 million bad day.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen.
I believe it is. I believe it was a $30 million bad day.
I know there were a lot of lawyers there.
Tons of them, huh?
Yeah. Like from the city, from companies I never heard of, from Con Edison.
They fucked up bad, though. So it was just a steam eruption, huh?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, it was just like an old pipe, you know?
But didn't you say that your mom had already broken her leg and had burns all over her body?
No. I never said that. Never said that. Never came up. It's not true.
It's the same funny that happened. That she burned herself and broke her leg right after she saw that.
Nope.
And then ran over and dove on the ground.
Nope.
I know this, and I would swear to this, she never recovered from this, though. Like, she did not have the strength to fight everything she had to, the cancer.
No, not at all. It was, you know.
And now you're 100% orphan.
Yep. Nothing
You have
left.
nobody in the world.
No one.
Well, he has us.
What? What'd you just?
I said, shh.
Oh.
I'm trying to get money for him. I didn't go, oh, we were going to give him $30 million, and I found out he had friends. All right, here's $600. Done!
I'll take
Are
it.
you sure? All right. It seems like a bit much, but I'll take it.
I want you to start wearing that suit and that haircut every day.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
Yeah. Adam says, now have Chris take off the coat, roll up the sleeve, loosen the tie like a politician touring a factory. You definitely, we've got all the kids competing today on Periscope.
Oh, nice.
And I don't want to do a smoking with Chris because that's your smoking thing. But we should do a thing where I'm Chris Stanley and I'm running for city council.
District 247.
I'm going to represent you.
Yeah.
I'll do that after the show, sure.
I might even want you to do it during because I'm so excited by the idea. Yeah, come up with what you're running for, meet people, and fucking hand them a small water.
This is for you.
Yeah.
It's a hot day out there.
No, but come up with what would our slogan be for handing somebody one of these small waters? How about this? You tell people, take a small sip of the future.
That's good.
Perfect.
Like that.
Are you going to be for or against Obamacare?
I guess against.
Yeah,
just to
whatever you
freak
want to
people
do.
out.
Act like that you are for abortion.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Not pro-choice, pro-abortion.
Yeah. I'd actually do the line with so much, because he said this on the air, that he is for it so much that he would work as an abortionist tomorrow.
Yeah. I love it.
He has said that a million times.
It's so positive.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. All right, so are you going to use your regular name? I'm Chris Stanley.
I'm Chris Stanley, and I'm running for city council.
All right, what's yours going to be, Joey?
Okay, so I was thinking, we have Smoking with Chris. We have the Bennington Boys in the booth.
Yeah.
Catchy name. I'm going to do Touring with Joe, where I take the listeners and viewers around the block, and I lay some not just truth bombs on them, but I also show them around New York City.
All right, so New York City tour. What are you going to be doing, Vito?
I'm going to do street meat featuring Veet.
Nice.
And I'm going to go to every halal cart in the city, and I'm going to test them out and see which one's the best.
Street meat with Veet.
So it's going to be, but NYC street meat with Veet.
Yeah.
And what you're going to be, Dan?
It'll be invade the space. So I'm taking them around the whole building here and up to 37, and we're going to wander into offices and boardrooms, and we'll see the cute receptionists, and we'll meet boring people, and we'll take those fuckers to task on what they're doing. What are you saying, what? And it'll just be an exciting time. Invade the space live on Periscope.
He thinks you're a nerd.
Mm-hmm. You really look down on us.
So you're actually just going to do a Sirius XM tour.
A Sirius XM tour.
Yeah, I hope no one gets mad at that, but
Yeah.
I like the idea.
I like it.
All right, we're going to do...
I'm going to see a lot of...
Chris Stanley, politician, first, though. We're going to do that during the show today because it makes me laugh my ass off. Johnny.
Yes.
What all did you call for today? Is this about Thanksgiving?
Well, I mean, we could definitely jump on the Thanksgiving. I had a great meeting with Mr. Wickland. So
Yeah, I'm not going to give out the date yet or what we're doing because even though you have the date, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, no.
But if you need anybody to talk to about this, it's going to be Shrekalove. She's on the front lines for me. She's the one who said she wanted to fly in for it.
Nice.
She's going to produce this show, the best that's ever been produced.
But I might do a wedding with Corporate Chris Stanley and Shreka.
Oh my God!
Dude,
Imagine.
If not, why don't you marry your chick or get engaged at this?
Oh, do it! Oh my God! Make it
Do
so
that.
good.
Do it!
Don't screw this up! Get married! I'm very excited about your job as a city commissioner or whatever.
City council.
Here, just stand up again. Let me see it like this. You're such a fucking sellout, dude.
Well, because I wore a suit to
Yes.
a deposition. No,
Yes.
that's just what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it if you could go to jail not for it, but you've went in a whole nother way. You act like a fucking sloppy guy doesn't care whether his mom gets fucking hurt or not. And that's not true. That's not fair.
I just had to put forth that I was a upstanding person of society.
But even if you weren't, why should that person's
You're not
mom...
on trial.
Yeah, why should that person's mom get fucking burned with steam? So you like to fucking smoke up a little bit. So
No.
what?
So what?
Doesn't mean that your mom should get burned.
So you're gonna smoke up your
Look,
millions.
By the way, this is what Chris, the guy standing behind you, is what Chris is going to look like in a couple of months. But you are ready for this, right?
Yeah. I got this. Don't worry.
Good. Johnny.
Yes.
Last year you let Chris cook. Is that going to happen this year?
Please.
Going to go in a different direction.
No, he can cook. We'll have to give him a nice apron so he doesn't get his suit and tie dirty.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good, thank you.
You really do it. You give off a fucking Mickey Rourke vibe right now in Pope of Greenwich Village.
It's great. It's a great
It's the
vibe.
best vibe that you could have.
Did you ever get around to watching Entourage?
I didn't watch Entourage yet, no.
Gail?
Mm-mm.
Even though both of you swore, I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm definitely going to see it. So fucking terrible. It's unbelievable. I should have invited Movie Critical Weekend here because I can't talk to any of you guys about movies. You don't see them.
I see movies.
What's the last movie you saw?
This weekend?
Yeah.
I saw a movie called The Drop. It was like James Gandolfini's last.
It's too soon for me.
Yeah.
I did watch a movie over the weekend called Manhattan Romance about this annoying guy who, he just is annoying women all throughout his life.
Okay.
It was a true indie film. But I'm in love with one of the girls in it. She plays a lesbian in this. It's Sam Waterston's daughter. And she was that dreamy, sexy girl in the last Paul Thomas Anderson film. In her Vice. Remember the girl who
got
would come
spanked?
in and out of his life? Okay, you remember the one sex scene, sure. Yes, who got spanked? That's her,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
She's really, really great. Yeah, they just put up a nice picture of her.
All right, yeah. That's her.
All right, let me just say this. The show has dropped off so much since Chris got here.
what happened?
And I think it's the suit.
I think the suit's throwing
Yeah,
it
we're
off.
all having fun before the suit.
I just feel like I can't relax with somebody
I know.
dressed like that.
I'm legitimately angry because it's the first time I saw him like this ever.
I couldn't believe it when I saw him. I know what a fucking sellout he is. All right, Liz said this, and it's actually a great idea. I think Councilman Stanley's platform should be getting smoking back into buildings.
I like this.
Ties into all shows.
There's a
Maybe
great
you-
little show out there called Smoking with Chris.
Why don't you hand them a cigarette and then light it while they smoke it?
That's going to get very expensive.
Sir, I'm a non-smoker.
Yeah.
No, you are now, though. This feels good.
This is a funny fucking bit, Chris. All right, how much is a pack?
$14 across the street.
Okay, I'm going to throw you the fucking 20 for it, but here's the deal.
Okay.
You got to get them to smoke.
Okay.
Who's going to be your cameraman?
I'll have Dan bring my cameraman.
And make sure you remember that when you fucking hit your 30 mil.
Don't forget it.
Give me a little fucking extra taste back, too. You know what I mean? There's going to be a vig on that.
Done and done.
You'll agree to anything.
All right, let's break here, and we're going to send Councilman Chris downstairs. For everybody that wants to follow this, it shows up on the Interrobang, right?
Yes. On the Interrobang's Twitter, at the iBang.
And if we just watch it here, we can bring the sound up and it all.
Yes.
We'll do that in real time.
Yeah.
Okay. So people will be able to hear it.
Yes.
And hear us. Life is unbelievable, isn't it?
Incredible. Living in a great time.
We are. Johnny?
Yes.
Excited about doing the Thanksgiving show. Even though Millie Hatchett really threw a shot at it. I don't know where that came from. She's like, let me guess. Thanksgiving show with Johnny.
I wasn't even on the show. I just hung out.
But see, the thing is, people hate when you do annual shows. You know what I mean?
Why?
It bores them.
Well, tell them to fucking go somewhere else.
Come on, Johnny.
Whoa.
I'm not that way, all right? I'm not the fucking Hard Rock. I can tell people, you know what I mean, to fuck off. By the way, talk to your vibe manager. I like to start playing GPS inside of your building. I think people would love it.
I love that one.
It's a good vibe.
Great show.
I might even want to do a GPS rock show from there one night where we bring in the bands, we introduce them.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Here's the bands that I definitely want to do. The Reunited Talking Heads, right?
All right.
The Police.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
All three original members. And then blowing everyone away Here Comes Prince and the Original Revolution.
Oh,
wow.
Shit.
Love that.
I think we
Johnny,
can
I
pull
want
this
to
off.
keep the ticket prices under $9.
That's fine.
All right.
You know,
And free turkey and mashed potatoes for everybody.
No matter
Nice.
what, no matter what we're doing there.
Or we do this.
GPS
Wait,
turkey.
3 bands, 3 courses. So
Love
first
it.
band comes out, we're having apps. Then the entree band. And then finally, Purple Rain. All these fucking nice desserts come down.
Purple desserts.
Dude,
Okay.
Purple desserts. Why hasn't this started yet, Chris?
Oh, I thought we were going to break first.
No, you're on your way.
I'll get some sips of the future.
No sips of the
Oh,
future.
okay. I'll sip it for myself then.
Chris, put that there. If you do a good job, you get a sip.
Okay, good.
Okay. We'll be right back with Councilman Chris. It's the Bennington Show. All right, Chris Stanley's about to go out and periscope Councilman Chris. I hope he realizes that he can't be too crazy in the street. I forgot to tell him not to be too fucking crazy. And we can be in touch with Dan if we need him, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Because who knows what Chris is going to be doing. I surely don't. So here's the pitch. He's all dressed up in a suit. He shaved his face, and got his hair cut like a young Kennedy.
Yeah. And is looking downright dapper right now.
He looks like 1959 Jack Kennedy running for president. When everyone's like, he's a little bit young. I like him, but he's a little bit young.
Kind of a baby face.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a baby face, but he is a World War II hero. Now, Chris is going to try to run as a councilman and try to bring back smoking in buildings. And then he's going to give out cigarettes to people and try to get them to light up. And that's all we're really looking for.
Yeah. For people to smoke them if they've got them.
Yeah.
And
Now,
he's got them.
if you go over to the iBang on Twitter, you'll be able to watch this live with Chris, and we'll just be interacting along with it. It's terribly exciting, though.
I know.
Terribly exciting days that we live in.
This Periscope is really taking the world by storm.
It makes my old AOL look like shit.
It sure does.
I didn't even know Chris had dress shoes, as they say.
Yeah. Hard shoes. Put on your hard shoes.
If you watch on Periscope, you can comment live. If you watch from Twitter, you can just watch.
Yes.
You don't get to do anything besides live.
You can comment and give hearts, though, if you watch on the app.
Yeah, give him a lot of hearts.
Because he loves hearts. He loves to feel love.
Now, I watched Tommy Z-Man doing this with 12 people watching him today, drive to work.
Nice.
And he's like, you bastards, you better give me hearts. Give me a heart on. Ha ha. And I'm like, what is the world become? If someone told me I had to fucking drive to work with this guy, I wouldn't do it. Why am I watching along with him? And he seemed to know everyone that was in his room.
Yeah, that freaks me out because I feel like I need to get like a fake name or something. Because sometimes I want to just creep in small rooms and then they'll read your name out loud. Like if it's a small enough room.
Chris is up.
He's up.
All right, let's bring him up in here. Live with Councilman Chris Stanley is the name of this. Okay, give me some volume. There he is smoking.
Looks great.
He looks fantastic.
He looks fucking great.
Oh, they're soaring in.
Yeah, they're coming in? All right, good. Hello, I'm Councilman Chris Stanley, and I'm running for city council here in Manhattan. And I want to give people cigarettes because I fight for smokers' rights. Come with me. It's going to be a really strong race this year because, well, I don't know who I'm running against. Let's talk to some nice people in New York City, see if they want to be part of the Pro-Smokers Alliance, is what I'm calling it.
People are commenting and give him hearts too.
He wants hearts.
Lots of
Chris
hearts.
Stanley? How's it going? I'm running for city council for pro-smoking. Would you guys like a cigarette? No, you just take one. No, sir? No? Okay, I don't understand. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Councilman Chris Stanley. I'm running for city council here in New York City.
Oh my God.
I'm running on a pro smokers ticket. Would you guys like a cigarette? Cigarette, miss?
I would die if an aspirin in my trash.
No problem.
Why is he leaving
Those are
people?
the type of people I'm
He's
fighting
not
against.
persistent enough.
Because
No, I don't look
it's
for that
cigarettes
in a,
of personal rights.
in a candidate.
Well, ask these gentlemen over here. I'm not sure if they speak English. Excuse me, fellas. Hi, I'm Councilman Chris Stanley. I'm running for city council here in Manhattan. I'm on a pro smokers ticket. Do any of you guys like a cigarette? Cigarette? It's a fresh pack. No? Unbelievable. I can't give away a cigarette in New York City. Come with me. Let's find some more. Well, that's 3 strikeouts.
Well, you do not stick with it, Mr. Stanley. You do not stick with it at all.
And those people are smokers, which makes it even odder.
Smokers wouldn't.
Maybe I don't have a right.
I think it's his approach more
How about
than
this? How about I take the jacket off? Give you a little more hometown feel.
This is great.
Come with me.
It's got a Frank Sinatra look
It's
about
very
it
cool.
now.
It's a very good look.
Yeah.
Excuse me, miss. Hi, I'm Councilman Chris Stanley. I'm running for city council here in Manhattan. I'm running on a pro smokers ticket, and I'm trying to fight for smokers' rights. Would you like a cigarette?
Oh, no, I'm on my job.
But what about for later?
No.
Miss, I apologize. Oh, another
Beautiful day out.
Gorgeous. Couldn't ask for a nicer day.
He literally can't give away a cigarette to people who
It's a
are
beautiful
smoking.
day here in New York City. There's plenty of smokers out here. How about we ask this gentleman?
That's it. Keep giving him hearts. He needs hearts.
God damn it, he needs hearts.
Excuse me, sir. My name's Chris Stanley. I'm the city councilman. It's Councilman Chris Stanley. I'm running for city council here in New York City on a pro smokers ticket. Would you happen to smoke cigarettes? No. Would you like one in any way? No. Are you sure? No. All right. You're lost, sir.
All right. Why don't we get a hold of Dan and slow this
That guy
down
seems confused.
a little
And
bit?
I'd like everyone to know, vote for Councilman Chris Stanley.
All right. His walk. No one walks as much as this fucking.
We can ask the
dude.
ice cream man.
Yeah.
There's people everywhere. Just stop. Oh, God.
That was close to the truck.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
another car.
Damn,
Another
watch
car.
out. You almost lost your cameraman. It was very close.
What do you say? Hold on.
Man, his hearts are just flowing though, right?
He's just.
I can't get it
Bathing
to
in hearts.
work on my. Can you get it on your phone, Kim?
It was having trouble loading. I think there's a lot of folks in there.
Yeah, they bum rush.
Council?
Listen.
New York City, I'm on a pro smokers ticket. Would you like to have a cigarette? Do you smoke? Are you sure, sir? Free cigarettes.
He's just becoming less adamant about this as he goes along.
He's a quitter.
Is he sure that he wants to run for city
I
council?
won't be stopping until someone takes these free cigarettes.
What part of town is he in? Where is he walking so fast?
Just like any of these people. Speak to anyone.
Let's circle around to 48th Street.
Why? Why are we circling around?
Also, his approach is just
They might
so
be menthol
aggressive.
smokers.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We got Dan.
We're grabbing him right now.
I don't see anything where it looks like we have Dan. Why wouldn't we be calling? Yeah, there we go. Where is Chris going so fast? Tell him. Oh, has he got?
Sorry, my name is Chris Stanley. Yeah, it's Chris. Councilman Chris.
We got him over here.
I think he's calling the show on his phone while being periscoped.
All right, Chris.
Yes, Ron Bennington.
Yes.
Just stop. Just stop for a second.
Okay.
All right, stop because you have Chris. You have confused fast walking with politics.
Okay, I you're just saying. You want them to come to me?
No, I watch CNN. No one is in this kind of hurry.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You want them to come to
I can't believe so many people don't want free cigarettes, and they're smokers.
All right. So first of all, before you get into the free cigarettes, matter of fact, put the jacket back on. You
Okay.
You look like a scary Mormon right now.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. No, it is cool. It's just not doing what we're trying to do. First of all, you look fantastic.
It's a great look.
Yeah. But I think we've scared people that maybe you're a Mormon.
Okay.
You don't want.
Well, a couple people were fun, so they didn't really realize what was happening.
I understand. We're not going to get everybody, Chris. Okay, this is
I know.
day one of this. But
Day one of the campaign.
yeah. All right. Here's what you need to do. Just stop one person. Explain that you're, Councilman Chris Stanley, and just say to them, what concerns do you have about New York City? And no matter what they say, so you then say to him, so would smoking in buildings help?
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
Yeah. And you know what? Be over in front of Fox News because people, you know what I mean? You're going to get the kind of libertarian vote that you're looking for there. You're going to find the Liz Sets fire of the next generation.
That's what you need.
All right, that's a good idea.
All right, go do your thing. By the way, you're doing fantastic. And
Thank you so much.
And you're getting plenty of hearts, too.
So many hearts.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm looking for. I don't care about the votes. I care about the heart.
Yeah, the hearts are votes.
A lot of people, you vote with your heart.
Yeah. I'm getting, we're having our own marketing people check this. I'm just saying he's scary. I'm worried he's going to hurt me. And does he have a gun?
No, I don't.
There's an alarming amount of people who say you remind them of Jack Ruby, which we were not looking for.
That's bad?
Yeah, in this case, it's bad.
Yeah, he killed Oswald. I mean, that's a positive thing.
All right. Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah.
I know it is.
Bring that up.
So you're doing good. Stop walking. Stay in one area. Off you go.
All right. Fox News. Bye.
All right. See you. Chris Stanley. Excited for him now.
It's
excited for him.
Got some tips. Campaign Central. They can see beautiful Fox News. I'm going to slow it down a little bit as well. We have to find our next, hopefully, constituent. Let's go this way.
I like the walk now.
You know what I like is
more
this
confidence.
is better than hearing him on the phone. You know what I mean? It's
kind
good
of
for
weird,
radio.
right?
Where's he going again?
He's
Just walking past
He
humans.
can't catch anyone.
Out in front of Fox News.
Does he not? Where is he going? There's people all around him. He keeps walking. There's one thing I told him was to stop walking.
He loves to walk.
Yeah.
He's just going to walk the earth.
He's trying to find smokers.
Yes.
What do you think are some of the problems in New York City?
I don't live in New York City. I just work.
Well, working in New York City, what do you think are some of the problems?
He's engaging them.
Is that Pless's gay shirt?
Okay, so commuting.
But I really can't, we're a news station, so I really can't do anything.
Of course.
All right,
Do you
get
think
away from-
smoking in buildings would help? Legalizing smoking in buildings again.
No, I don't think
Really?
No.
Would you like to?
Really?
So shocked.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
You're very welcome, sir. Have a good day.
Has a politician ever responded? Really?
Tell him to stay away from the Fox News employees.
He got taken to the
I think I
spin
scared that
zone.
guy as well.
Yeah. I think he's calling us back already.
Dan, you're on the air. I'll take the video. Oh, hey. You're calling the studio.
I like how this really does look like early 1960s.
It does.
With that suit and that sun.
He's a madman.
Yeah.
There you go, Dan.
I like that, the selfie approach.
Yeah.
Here's
sure.
Councilman Chris Stanley. I'll put a shot so me and Dan are both on here at the same
All
time.
right, Dan.
Yes.
You're letting this go to shit out there. You're supposed to be producing. Just stop in front. Do not bother the Fox
I wonder what
employees.
he's talking about.
And now, just stop regular people on the street that walk by every day.
Okay, it's tough because if you remember the last time Joe and I started talking, we were assaulted.
Right,
So
I understand.
Talk all you want, Dan. Oh, I can talk. All right, then I'm going to be chiming in, and I'll try to manage it. Are there people from Fox that you'd like to get?
No one from Fox.
Stay away from Fox.
Stay away from Fox employees.
Stay away from Fox. No Fox. You got to stay away from Fox. That's straight from HQ.
All right. We'll keep this line open. I'll be back with you later.
Stay away from Fox.
No Fox.
All right, there we go. Bring the sound back up.
Okay. How's my hair look?
Great.
It's okay?
Oh man, really
so good. We're just loving it.
I forget how handsome he is some days.
I know.
Yeah, he's a really good-looking guy.
Maybe
Real
from the
ray
Gap
of
Kids.
sunshine.
Gap Kids, sure.
Okay.
We're just
Look
right
how many
there.
people he
We're
walks
just
by.
right there.
Look how many people he walks
Just
by.
put your hand out. Put a big old bear
Stop
paw out
someone.
and grab him.
Stop someone.
All right, here we go.
We're getting away from Fox News.
Getting away from Fox, and we gotta sell the fact that they're free cigarettes.
Okay, all right,
They're
gotcha.
free.
Gotcha.
And this is for your campaign.
Gotcha. These are all good points to make.
Yeah. Stay away from school, someone said.
Okay. There's no schools near here, so there's nothing to worry about.
Well,
no, we got plenty to worry about.
How about any of these folks at the light?
Let's talk to these guys.
It's like you read my mind.
They won't shake his hand.
That's fine. How long are you guys in town for?
10 days.
10 days. What do you like and dislike about the city?
It's cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan? Okay, that's great. Would you guys like free cigarettes?
No, thank you.
Are you sure they're free, sir? It's for my campaign.
No,
Even you guys could go on social media.
Right.
Seriously, social
Oh my
media.
God. Social
So would you like a free cigarette? Oh, okay.
By the
I don't
way,
understand what those Europeans' problems are.
to point this out to people,
They
you
don't vote
cannot
over
make
there?
friends in New York.
Nope.
That sounds like they're socialists.
No one trusts you.
No.
Let's ask this guy putting things in bags.
No, he's hard at work.
Excuse me, sir. My name's Chris Stanley. I'm running for city council here in New York City. Problems with the city. I'm running for the new campaign.
Oh, too much congestion.
Too much congestion?
A lot of cars,
Okay.
a lot of cabs.
Okay.
He's right.
What else? Well, do you think that smoking in buildings will make that better?
Not really.
Well, it'd help for relaxation, no?
Right, pretty much. I mean, a lot of people is on edge in the city, so
Sir, do you smoke?
sometimes.
Would you like a free cigarette?
I sure would.
There you go. And could you look into the camera and say, I'm voting for Councilman Chris Stanley?
I'm voting for Councilman Christie.
Oh,
Stanley,
yeah.
Chris Stanley.
Chris Stanley.
Can we get you guys to pose together?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah. We got
New
one.
campaign
Thank you, sir.
spokesman.
Remember?
Hey, Dan.
Chris Stanley. We've ground all the time.
Louis J. Gomez is periscoping from downstairs outside the building. See if you guys can find him, and we'll cross Periscope.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. Is
All
there
right.
even a Periscope crossover? All right, we'll try to find him. Lewis is Periscoping out here also. Oh, my God. Louis J. Gomez? The Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
All right, let's bring that down. And
to find it. Mostly because they keep just like
let's see if we can find both these guys hooking up together.
Who knows what happens when you cross the streams? Anything could happen.
All right, let's bring up Chris.
Louis J. Gomez. Maybe we'll get him to smoke a cigarette with me.
Yeah, that'd be great, Chris. That's fucking great, Periscope. Well, congratulations. He did give
All right, so
away.
we found one guy that's willing to take a free cigarette. That's very good.
That was great.
See, it's a war on the ground.
I was very, very excited.
I just saw someone
Let's
write
ask this
Chris.
gentleman.
Good.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Chris Stanley. I'm running for city council. Okay. What do you think the problems are in New York City? Excuse me?
Talk to okay.
Gotcha.
He's got to pass it off to the
All
guy.
right.
Said he was.
Why don't we go to break?
And this man's on the
Louis
phone.
J. Gomez is going to be back on the show over on Periscope on the iBang. You could probably check out Councilman Chris Stanley smoking with Chris. Give him as many Heart-ons as you can. We'll be right back. This is the Bennington Show. Bring the music down, Vito. It's the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. The real ass dude, the one and only Luis J. Gomez.
Mr. Bennington, thanks for having me back.
First of all, I would have you back every day, my friend, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
You light up Providence, Rhode Island like nobody else.
Yeah, the whole town, I heard that they're doing some sort of welcome parade.
Good.
They're shutting things down. When Luis J. Gomez comes to town,
yeah,
it's like a thing.
It is a thing. What club are you working up there?
I'm going to be at the Comedy Connection in Providence.
Love that place.
Friday, Saturday.
Love
One of the
that
best in
town.
the country.
One of the best in the country and one of the funnest towns in the country.
Nonstop party.
It is a nonstop party. This is a state that has a chip on their shoulder.
Sure.
From being such a tiny little state. So they're like, well, drink you under the table.
Yeah, it's
like
a Napoleon complex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They want to show that they could get drunk and just punch you in the face like the best of them.
I'm not familiar with Napoleon. What's the whole story there?
Very short.
Okay, he's little. Chris Stanley, you're back.
Yes.
Your campaign went poorly.
Not very well, no.
How many cigarettes you give out?
I gave out one cigarette to one gentleman, and then I gave out one cigarette to Luis J. Gomez.
Are you saying I'm not a gentleman?
What it looks like,
realized
Chris,
it.
from my point of view, is that this went well for our minority vote. But not,
You have the minority.
Not that white conservative vote that we got to have the win.
I know it was disconcerting, and foreigners had Europeans rather had nothing to do with me whatsoever.
You should have started fucking up Europeans one after.
Are cigarettes in Europe a lot cheaper? They're like $2 a pack there, so this is like it's like giving out pennies.
Yeah, it probably meant nothing.
They laughed in my face.
To a Puerto Rican, this is $1.25.
Sure, that's great.
I can go resell this on the street.
Make a profit.
Get a cup of coffee.
Blue Smokes. You got a web series coming up too.
Yeah, well, I started it already. It's my Periscope web series. It's called Driving Lewis.
Yeah.
And what I do is I tweet out to the Gomites, who are my fans.
I didn't know they were Gomites.
Millions of them out there, and I say, hey, I'm going to be coming into Atlanta International Airport at 7 p.m. If you want to star in the next episode of Driving Lewis, pick me up, drive me to my hotel. I videotape the interaction. And that's that. It's brilliant. Driving Lewis, guys. Available only on Periscope.
Coffee? Do they have a comedian in a car? They're driving?
No, I don't do coffee. I usually tell them if they could bring me weed, it would be a plus. That usually will get them at the head of the line for who's going to be able to drive me from my hotel to my airport to my hotel.
I see you're wearing a lovely iBang.com shirt today, too.
Yes, indeed.
Where'd you get that from? Because I never even got one.
I got that from your man right here, Chris Stanley, up in Montreal.
Stanley. Yeah. So you're handing out my shirt, you're handing out my cigarettes, and I get nothing back for it.
I'll put you on the list for smokes and a T-shirt.
No, here's the thing. Give me my pack of smokes that I spade. And you know what? I will give you an extra cigarette every time I'm happy with you today.
Oh, hell, all right.
Every time you do something that makes me... Maybe this is the only way I can manage anyway. If you make me happy, you get a cigarette. He went to court today. He's... Your mom was involved in some kind of grab and run thing?
No. She was involved in there was a steam pipe explosion 8 years ago in New York City, and she was injured due to that. So 8 years later, it's finally to the deposition part where I had to describe to 5 or 6 different lawyers.
Great, that was a very nice explanation.
Good job.
All right, cha-ching!
Yeah.
$1.25. We need a counter.
Very good.
Now, your fucking buddies think that I don't want to be on your show, or they're cock blocking me from it. I haven't talked to your producer. I think I have a different name for him than you do. But do you do any other shows other than the Skanks?
Yeah, I have multiple shows, Ron.
Because I got to get on one of the shows, and I was down doing Anthony's show the other day, and I said to Anthony, why can't I get on? And he's like, because you guys like to weed it up, and maybe you wouldn't feel like weeding it up with me there.
Well, no, I mean, we have no respect for other people and their boundaries, so we would just blow weed right in your face in the studio.
That doesn't bother me.
It shouldn't bother you.
Yeah.
I mean, if we were shooting heroin in the studio, then it might be an issue.
But even then, I think I'm reaching a point. I think I've explained this to everyone in my family. I'm ready to start to self-medicate, and I'll tell you why.
Wish you wouldn't.
I want to feel better. You know, I know you guys don't watch 60 Minutes last night, but one of the Kennedys was on there, and he's a rat now. I think it's Patrick. And he's ratting out the whole family and their fucking substance abuse. And he goes, none of us wanted to get high. We just wanted to, not feel as low. And I'm like, that fucking hit me I'm ready to go. Chris?
Thank you very much.
What are the kids doing on the street?
job.
Now, what have I missed? Ecstasy?
Molly is what you
Okay,
missed,
that's the
Molly.
one I want.
That's a new ecstasy.
Adderall is very popular with the
Adderall's
kids.
big.
It sounds like it's for, I hate to say it, for fucking nerds. I don't want to do nerd dope. I never did.
It used to be nerd dope, but now like everyone's just snorting Adderall.
Yeah, you snort Adderall, then
It's
you
just-
take a
it's a speed.
Percocet.
It's just
It's a
speed.
college 8-ball.
Okay.
A lot of athletes do it too, like a lot of NFL players, so they can train for a long time.
With this 8-ball?
Yeah, with the 8-ball of Adderall.
Well, it's Adderall and Percocet. I don't know if they do
Percocet.
both.
And the football players are just eating Adderall.
Yeah.
Oh, Special K? I mean, that's making a comeback.
Is it?
That's pussy.
Yeah.
Let's just find out whatever the morphine scene is. That's where I'm heading.
Where, you know what I missed out on? Remember in after school specials, there was the guy giving out free samples of drugs?
Yeah.
Where's that guy?
He doesn't exist. It was propaganda.
You know where he is? They're in Cabo, because that's where I came from this weekend, and that's what they hand you free samples of their drugs to show you that it's real.
What kind of drugs were they handing out?
Cocaine, Molly.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
You really are like a seal. It's like he's throwing in fish.
You shouldn't be catching them with your mouth.
If I can't get on the Skanks, what show should I get on?
I think you should come on my Real Ass podcast. I think that's the one.
Where do you do that out of?
I do that one out of Stand Up New York Labs. I think that's a little bit more your pace.
It does seem like my pace.
Sounds like it.
And it keeps me away from those guys that don't want me.
Well, it's Big J, really. Now that Big J has got the bonfire, he's kind of a little bit of a big head. So I think he's trying to kind of separate you from the rest of his worlds.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I liked him before he thought he was above everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if Big J was in a blimp and just looking down at the world.
Too good for you, Okerson, is what his new name is.
Well, you know what? I said to him, I go, we want to do something. He's like, yeah, when I find you a date. I go, Jay, fucking turn it off for 5 minutes, okay?
Wow.
Stop trying to fucking find people dates everywhere.
Jesus
not all
Christ.
Yeah,
about
well,
that.
that's his gig now. You know, he
Yeah,
finds
he's
people dates.
Cupid.
Huh?
He's Cupid.
Give me one of those cigarettes back.
what?
I thought you said that he was Cuban. And
Cupid.
Oh, okay. Take it
yeah,
back.
all right.
Yeah,
Or got it back.
Speak more clearly. Give him back another cigarette.
I'll tell you what. If you say something I don't like, I start to break cigarettes.
Oh, no. And then you'll never get that back.
Well,
By
you
the
can-
way,
you can
nothing
work 'em.
this light should be $14. It's really fucking embarrassing.
It's disgusting. That's why I can't believe people I wasn't just attacked on the street for those cigarettes.
Because people thought you put something in them.
I've opened them in front of them.
No, I'd like to come down there to Stand Up Labs. Who's the producer down there?
My new producer, I hired from the Ron and Fez show, Shelby.
I would love to get back to go. Shelby has all my contact information.
Does he?
Yeah. So if you really want me on that show, I'd love to do it.
I'll have Shelby reach out to you and
Yeah.
see if we can make it work. Was there anything weird that happened with him? Because he won't talk about it on my show.
Only with him and Chris. Him and Chris did not get along.
No, not at all. It was.
But I think he's a very funny kid.
Yeah.
He's peculiar. He's weird. You know, it's anything I like about producers.
I noticed that his mouth kind of looks like a fleshlight.
Okay, that's nice.
I don't know if
That's
you've
a good
ever.
thing.
Yeah.
It's got like that. It's a long, stretchy type material.
Well, you want that in a producer.
I kind of want to fuck it.
You definitely have you fucked a flashlight? Or were you just talking?
I
about
did
that
fuck
today?
a fleshlight in Montreal. I fucked.
Oh yeah, 'cause
the
they
one
gave
that
out-
you sang with?
Yeah, but afterwards.
Okay.
Good.
Not before. I kissed it, and then I was like, dude, I can't just kiss this thing.
All right, somebody is in a pretty good question. We could all kick this around together.
All right.
This is from a guy named Lunch Journals, who you're going to be sending him into the pretty good prize closet.
All right.
And he goes like this: if a hot dog was shaped like a hamburger and served on a hamburger bun, would it be as good? I believe what you're describing is called a bologna sandwich. But the thing is, we know that it would taste worse than a hot dog, so I guess shape has a taste to it.
See, initially I would think that would be gross. Just the idea of it seems
Right.
gross. However, are you maximizing the snap of the hot dog then? Because you're getting a lot more surface area that way.
But you don't want to just eat hot dog skin, do you?
Yeah, but the snap is the best part.
Yes, but you have to have the other part for that to become the best part. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So you're saying it's too much snap.
Maybe you won't get any snap at all.
See, women are into textures. That's where her mind immediately goes. I think it would be better. I think with each bite, you would get more of like an even amount of bread and dog. I think it's brilliant. I think we should come up with our own line of burger-shaped hot dogs.
Or flat dogs. We just call them flat dogs.
I like that.
That sounds
Now,
that's a
wait.
good name.
Now, first of all, people must have thought of this before, or it must play in some part of the country, this fucking bologna sandwich. So why? I mean, we know it hasn't worked yet. There's no way that Lunch Journals is the first person to ever think of this. But I think I'd be willing to say this. I think we could come out with the very first hamburger that's shaped like a hot dog.
Okay.
And then put on a hot dog bun.
Oh my God.
And then you can eat it at the ballpark.
Okay.
That's actually brilliant.
Can I get a burger dog?
Yeah. So just a long log of ground beef.
Yes, a long log. We could call them long logs.
Can I have a long log, please?
One long log.
Can I have a long log with mustard and ketchup, please?
Now, I think a long log has a better chance. There's never really been a big national hot dog chain. Nathan's has come the closest to it.
Sabrett. Hebrew National?
Yeah, but being
Those are
on
brands.
but it being a chain like the way
Like a
McDonald's
fast
is a
food
chain.
Oh, right.
Where
Okay.
you could you drive in, get a dog. Now, I do like to get dogs at certain places. I don't go through Bridgeport without stopping at Danny's, which I think is phenomenal. But Connecticut has about 10 hot dog places that you would kill for.
On the West Coast, too, there's a bunch of hot dog places. I ate at one.
Oh, yeah. You're right about that. It's like Pink's or something like that.
I
It's
forget
very
the name of it,
famous.
but I had a really good, chili dog with, extra, 3 types of cheese. It was like a place that just had, it was like a burger joint for hot dogs.
Did you have any flat dogs anywhere?
I didn't see any flat dogs.
Flat dogs are, what do we call them? Long what?
Long
Long
logs. I'll tell you, I'm eating a lot more long logs than cheeseburgers.
I'm going to tell
Give me
you
two
this.
long
I
logs.
think if that's going to be the choice, I'll have a flat dog, I think.
Over a long log?
I think so, yeah.
Why wouldn't you enjoy a long log?
Which is weird because I prefer a cheeseburger to a hot dog.
I know.
But something about this flat dog really has me intrigued.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
You want
the
the
texture,
flat dog.
probably.
It's a textural thing for you.
All right, Tyler's telling us some bad news out of San Francisco. Oh, God. Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, I believe, I can't remember correctly, but in my childhood, maybe the late 80s, early 90s, they already created that. I can't remember the company, but if you
Which
look
they
it up,
created what? Which one?
the burger dog.
Okay.
The
so-
long log.
Long
Long
logs.
log.
Get it right, dude.
First of all,
Pretty.
I like Chris for staying with the marketing and yelling long log. Another cigarette to you, Sally. Yeah.
You're doing well.
Enjoy yourself, Seal Boy.
Oh, I'm going to smoke it up.
Why don't you take the gang up, all right? Take a road trip with our producers, Providence, which is a party town, and see Louis J. Gomez this weekend.
That'd be sick.
That sounds so fun.
I'm going to get you guys all on the comp list.
Wow.
Cool.
And the Periscope show?
Yeah, if you drive me, you could be on the Periscope show.
You want to drive him up and be on the Periscope show the whole way?
I was gonna call it Luber, but that sounded like gay porn.
Yeah. Now, I've seen you on Periscope where you'll have your kid on who's adorable.
Yeah, cute little kid.
But some people are now complaining about people who put their kids on any social media. Do you ever worry about that?
I think once he's old enough where he's out of the house by himself, going to school,
Yeah.
I think then it's a little bit more of a concern. But I don't know. Now he's just fun. He's a cute little kid. I don't have things that I'm proud of. That's the only thing that I got.
But this kid was so cute. It was like trying to shut you up and grab your nose.
Yeah.
When I was watching, I'm like,
It's violent.
I would steal that kid right now. I would just run and grab him and just keep him as my own.
Just keep him in the studio when guests get too rowdy. He grabs their face and shuts them up.
I'd feed him long logs and flat dogs.
You just offer to feed my son a long log. It's a product.
Eric in Hoboken. Eric.
Hi, what's up, Bennington body?
Hey, buddy, long time.
Yeah, man. Gail, what's up, girl?
What's up, girl? What's up?
Hey, I'm digging the show, Bennington. What's up, Chris Stanley? How you
What's up,
doing,
dog?
pal?
We were all saying hello to you, Eric. What can we do for you now?
Well, he didn't say hi to me yet, so.
Louis J.
Oh,
Gomez.
sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Super Duper Weenies, Fairfield, Connecticut. You ever been there, Ron?
I have been there. It's a
You don't
good
think-
dog.
Oh, it's amazing.
I still prefer Danny's.
Really?
Yeah. Have you been
All
to
right.
Danny's?
No, I went to school in Connecticut, around that area. We were Super Duper Weenie guys. We always went there.
It's a good place. I like
Yeah.
it. I got no problem with it. But Danny's is my go-to place every single time.
Well, there's also the entire city of Chicago is just a hot dog town too.
It is, but it's a different kind of dog.
It's
I mean,
its own
it's
thing.
it's a
True.
salad with a hot dog somewhere in the middle of it. And I like Chicago dogs. A lot of people from the East Coast complain about them, but I like them.
Seattle dog is great. Have you had that?
I don't know what that is.
Cream cheese and onions on the dog.
I don't know
And
if
a
I
really
want cream cheese. Though.
delicious.
I'll have it.
It sounds like a nightmare. Delicious.
I'm into it.
Why would sounds like a nightmare be the way to promote it? I mean, we could put cream cheese on it here, and we don't. Because why?
Yeah, but it's a really big dog, and they put it on. It's almost like a club roll. It's great. It's great. It's like a meal, and here you got to eat 4 fucking hot dogs to get satisfied.
Some places, yeah.
Yeah, this is like it's a meal
because it's a nice long dog.
Mm-hmm.
What if you had that same thing in a cheeseburger?
Oh, God. I would love that.
with cream cheese.
Yeah, with cream cheese
and onions. That's delicious. Long log with cream cheese and onions. I think we're onto something here.
Stanley, you don't like to go outside of your regular kind of thing when, like, put up a Chicago dog so Chris could see just how many different things are on that. And every once in a while, you find hot dog taste in the middle.
Yeah. There's a hot dog in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
That's pretty good.
There's some hot dog in here.
Whoa.
Get some of the pictures. Make it big.
So
there's just way too many vegetables on there.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's like a salad bar, and then somewhere in the middle of the salad bar is a hot dog.
Somebody put some hot dog inside of my coleslaw.
And
But
I think
it's
they always
actually
do,
delicious.
Yeah, it is very good. They always do the poppy seed bun, right?
Yeah, they do.
And then it's topped with celery salt, which I think is kind of a
They
weird little
also
thing.
wrap the entire thing in a paper, but they wrap it with the fries, with the hot dog.
Wait, what are you saying?
That's just lazy.
What?
Yeah, so
The fries are inside the hot dog?
they're not inside the hot dog, but when they wrap it up, the fries are in the same wrap.
Seems like this has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
I'm just
though.
trying to speak
You get
to
what you're saying is they package the fries differently.
Yeah, differently. And they're in Chicago.
Okay.
In Chicago
Look,
dog.
they're saving some money. It's
It
nice.
doesn't seem any better though.
No.
It's bullshit. It's worse, actually.
Yeah, now it seems like my fries are going to get all steamed up by my dog meat.
True.
And now you're telling me this is not a walking meal that I can have. Now fries are going to be falling
First of
all
all,
over
if
the
Chris
place.
Stanley's eating it, it's a walking meal. Second,
He doesn't even unwrap the paper.
Yeah, you got a call from the Kennedys,
Yeah.
and they said that you drank even too much for them. Seriously, you look like a Kennedy today. I never noticed that you're a mech until you comb your hair back, and now I see it.
Yeah.
there it
Black
is.
Irish for real.
Yeah, you're black Irish motherfucker. You're the type that'll fucking kill somebody, cut off their hands as some kind of warning to the other people.
Don't know what this means.
Yeah. Let's go over here to Rob. Rob, what's up?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, I think that the reason why the long log doesn't sound appealing is because it's a texture reason, because it looks like a long log of shit.
Yeah.
And?
Yeah.
Your point.
Okay.
We might even that might even be the catchphrase.
Yeah.
It's like eating a long log of
It's
shit.
like a long log of shit.
It looks the same going in as it does coming out.
I got it.
Longlog.com.
Oh, I like that.
I got
you
a
have
better
to
one.
chew.
Your long log friend.
I got one. If you don't eat long log, then go blow a dude.
I like that. I like that. I haven't heard one bad
That really
idea.
grabbed
Yeah.
you. That's what I like about it.
Well, because I want people to go like this. No, I don't want to. I don't want to blow a dude. Just give me one.
You know what I do with my meatloaf at home?
Yeah.
I take hunks of cheddar cheese and I mix it within the meatloaf. Hear me out. While we take hunks of cheddar cheese, mix it within the long log. It has cheese built into the log.
Cheesy long log.
Cheesy
Yeah.
long logs.
Yeah. So what you like is cheese that doesn't melt on your hamburger.
It's
like
cold.
like a clump of cheese that doesn't melt.
But it's warm on the inside.
When you heat it up on the inside, it all melts.
It's melty.
It's a loaded log.
It's certainly
Like
a cleaner
Long log
dog.
loaded.
A cleaner dog.
That's what I like about
Yeah.
it.
Sure.
No mess.
Yeah.
That's the idea. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever seen the Italian dogs in North Jersey? Go to Jimmy Buff's. I think the name of it is. They deep fry this dog, and then they treat it like it's a sausage sandwich, where you get the peppers and onions all around it, but it's a dog in the middle.
Okay.
It is a very, very famous dog
It's
there.
a deep fried dog.
Yeah.
Am I seeing
Well,
two dogs in there, or that's just one curved dog?
I'm not even sure what that's a picture of. Somebody might have gotten hit by a car out front. Look, see that?
It's
How you
huge.
put it in that pocket.
Holy shit!
And that
It's
guy
like a
stares
pocket
at
of
you.
bread, yeah. And a big man goes like this. You know, one time Sopranos drove by here. They're all fucking, 2 doors down. One of those guys was on The Sopranos. No, it's been 15 years now, dude. Let's drop The Sopranos talk.
What else you got?
By the way, this is the stuff that I could be bringing to your other show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you and I have some kind of magic that I can't seem to get on that other show.
It's chemistry.
Yeah. Who's the producer of your other show, the one you do with Jay Coulter?
Legion of Skanks? Well, it's Ding Dong. She's one of the, we have 2 producers. We got Bobby Hutch and Ding Dong, who's the Asian girl who won't give out her real name.
Yeah.
So she wanted us to call her Kimchi as like a nickname.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, we're calling you Ding Dong.
Now, I only found this out at Anthony's party. Bobby Hutch is Bobby Pantera, who used to come in and party with me 15 years ago.
I remember that name.
So he's like, would you do the show? And I'm like, fuck, contact me. I'll do the show now. And I never heard from him.
He never contacted you.
No.
He might lose his job now, Ron.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. Because that's not okay. You are a high caliber guest that we've been trying to get since
I don't
day
know
one.
whether that's true or not. I don't know whether I'm being blown off or fucked with.
Sounds
you
like a
know?
fuck with situation.
Thank you, Chris.
Stop fucking with them, Jack.
That's a cigarette for you.
Oh,
For
good.
backing me up.
All right,
It's really
perfect.
transparent.
You don't
I'm
back
trying
me
to
up
get
much,
this.
so when you do, you get a cigarette.
All right, I like that.
You really look good in that suit, though.
Thanks very
Could
much.
you please wear it every day?
I can't wear it every
Please.
day.
And when we robbed the jewelry store, I went, fucking Mr. White. No, you're more like Mr. Blonde.
He's Mr.
Like a
Blonde.
fucking maniac. Bam, bam, bam. Just walking through the store.
He went on a kill crazy rampage.
Just attention alone. I don't blame him for killing everyone.
Who tied your tie, though? That is so fucking
did.
bad.
You're bad.
What'd you do? Tie it from the inside?
No, I just tied a tie.
The back piece
Yeah.
of it, it's really short.
Well, yeah.
And then the front of it hangs down below his dick.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Yeah.
Donald Duck.
Yeah, it looks like you fucking tied it upside down.
It's a good look.
You know, the tip of it is supposed to be at your belt. That's
Now I know. I should
There
have
you
looked it
go.
up on YouTube.
He's not wearing a belt with a suit.
Belts are for weirdos.
Let's go over to Christine in Georgia.
Hi, this is Christine. Now I'm in Florida.
Oh, okay. I don't know how fast you're driving.
I was in Georgia right by the Florida line, so I'm doing about 75.
Okay, sweetie.
Just flipped the car.
You're talking about these long logs?
Yeah. So what?
Speedway gas station in the Midwest has had them for at least 10 years.
All right, let's take a look at the Speedway gas station.
And they
logs.
call them long logs.
interesting.
Let's see their long
They're
logs.
cheeseburger dogs.
Put up cheeseburger dogs, Joey.
Speedway. Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Hey, who's doing the next? Right, there it is. That's
Oh, it
basically
is.
the long log.
You know, they have something like that at 7-Eleven. That's not what we're talking about. That's
so?
like it looks like a pig in a blanket, like a hamburger pig in the blanket.
All right, what about a flat dog? Does anybody have what this gentleman brought up today? And that's a hot dog shaped like a hamburger.
Oscar Mayer.
I don't think anyone's thought of that.
I don't know if I want one though. I don't want a flat dog. By the way, what does Lunch Journals win?
Lunch Journals wins I Want Someone to Eat With, signed by Jeff Garland.
Oh, that's a DVD. I want
DVD.
someone to eat cheese with.
Cheese with,
is
yes.
is the name of it. This was a little independent film that he shot in Chicago. Sarah Silverman is in with it, and I like it. I told him before, I like any movie that starts with a man in a light depression.
It's a good opening.
Yeah, it is. Chris, do you like that? Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
Here comes a nice little
Thank
cigarette.
you for that cigarette.
We've won so many now.
It's up to $7.50 in cigarettes.
Yeah. By the way, if we get to see your balls, you're going to get the rest of these.
For a ball shot?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
This is like prison rules. You're paying him in cigarettes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's paying me an ass.
Yeah.
So the way we do things.
Greg, what's up?
Hey guys, love the show.
Yeah, it is good.
Okay, here it is. It's a foot-long hot dog with 2 meatballs on the side and some sauerkraut for the pubic hair, and we call it a dick dogger.
Okay. Here's the thing.
It's
If
immature.
I'm throwing a fucking gay Halloween party, Craig, I'll invite you.
It's my favorite holiday, actually. Gay Halloween.
Gay Halloween's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, dude.
Such a good holiday.
Yeah. I always end up drunk there and act like, who did I kiss? How did that even happen? Chris, do you like this dick dog thing?
Hell no.
There you go. Another
Fuck
cigarette.
yeah.
Enjoy that fucking smoke.
Doing well.
What if you take the, because I don't mind there being a hybrid long log flat dog. So what if you take long log, take 2 hot dog meatballs,
right?
Put them on the end like dumbbells.
Okay, I'm liking this.
And it's a protein heavy snack for gym rats, and it looks like we call it dumb dogs.
We call it dumb dogs because it looks like dumbbells, or those guys are fucking idiots?
Both.
Okay.
Double entendre, Ron.
Yeah, that's what I like.
It's a great business idea. I think you're going to be a dumb dog millionaire.
Next level.
That was the best line of the day since this. I am Chris. I'm running for councilman. Up with me.
I'm Councilman Chris Stanley, running for City
Hey,
Council.
how's everyone doing? I'm fucking running as fast as I can.
Want some cigarettes?
No, bye. You know what I should have you do? Go to the fucking marathon, run it while you're interviewing runners. You never stop moving.
How many people did he pass that are like, hey, is that guy giving out free cigarettes?
Hundreds.
I wish he would stop.
Not enough time, sir. Gotta find the next person.
Hello, I must be going. Joe in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, Ron, big fan of the show.
Yeah, I know, it's a good one. Oh, wait, is
How
this...
you almost died.
That's, what's his name? Just about got it. Did you punch him? Rick. No, not this one. Cody. Cody, what's up? Cody, we got you?
Yeah, Tony in Chicago here, man.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you guys? Good?
Good.
All right. Down in Houston, Texas, I go to meetings down there quite a bit, and I live in Chicago, but every bakery down there has this thing. It's a hot dog wrapped in a pastry dough. They have them with cheddar cheese, some with jalapeno. They call them tzatziki. Unbelievably good.
Can't be.
Here's the thing. You ever go to like the barbecue pool party or something, and the guy's grilling, they'll go, what do you want, a burger or a dog? And I always say this, why you gotta choose?
You shouldn't have to.
I just feel like in that environment, you eat both.
Both, bro. Give me two dogs and a hamburger.
You take 2 dogs?
Yeah, I take 2 dogs.
All right, I'm not ever inviting you over for
Oh, come on. Please.
breaking a cigarette.
No, I only one hot dog from now on. Only one. No, please don't.
Lick the table. Lick it. You get a
lick the table.
We
Do
turn
it.
this break into another cigarette thrown your way. Give it a lick. Here you come. There you go.
Missed it. Hold on. Let me grab it. Got it.
You think you're gonna? Hey, Chris might be looking at fucking 7 figures here. Or is what happened to his mom?
Don't know what I'm looking at. Just
But
looking.
they gave you a number, Chris.
They didn't give me a number. I
Write
swear
it
to
down.
God, they didn't give me a number.
Write it down. Write it down what you think, what you would settle for today, and be totally fucking honest.
How bad was your mom injured?
Bad.
Badly. She was injured very badly.
Is that why she stopped loving you?
Probably. Thanks, Louis J.
First of all, let
Gomez.
me say something.
For
We don't
nothing.
even know if she ever loved him.
That's true.
It's
Right.
almost impossible.
They can't prove that in a court of law.
You are unlovable and incapable of even accepting love anyway.
Oh yeah, that's impossible. Here, I'm gonna pass that down. Oh, that's only for Ron's eyes.
Fine. Jeez.
He's just trying to get another cigarette, you pandering motherfucker.
Here's the thing. The fact she was burnt and had her leg broken and $150 is going to do it for you, you're fucking crazy.
I'm just trying to be realistic and what I'd be happy with in the end.
Yeah, why are you getting money though? It's your mom.
Executor of the estate.
And he also went through the pain with her.
Yeah,
you
and I
know?
took care of her for the whatever long
Yeah,
it was.
and she wasn't able to fight off her other illnesses because of what happened to her. It was a very terrible thing.
Yeah.
You also put this, or 3 kegs, which is stupid.
Chris.
I take barter or cash.
I didn't even know that you still had that kegerator.
Oh, it's broken. So there's just an old smelly keg in my apartment.
One time he had Fez buy a keg for a fucking party, right? We get there. Oddly, Chris is the only person who's drinking, and he didn't even put a dent in the keg.
Of a full keg!
Couldn't even fucking lift it to take it home. And Fez was stuck with a keg in his fucking bathtub.
I called the beer distributor to set it up to fucking send it to his apartment.
That was the worst dead fucking party I've ever been to in my life.
It was a weird one.
It was at Fez's place?
Yeah.
When did you guys find out about what they put in hot dogs? I found out very young.
Yeah, I
the
think I
fact that
probably
it's
was
like-
pretty young.
Yeah, and it just didn't matter. That's a fat guy in me. It's like most people, they watch those documentaries about what they do to the animals and what they put in the food, and then they become vegetarians or vegans. Didn't affect me.
I don't like seeing animals get killed. I'll be honest about that. But once they're dead, I don't care what all you fucking throw in there.
Yeah.
I just actually saw this the other day. You know how when you wash your hands to kill the bacteria, it's hot water and soap, right?
Yeah.
They said only soap matters. They said for the fucking water to be hot enough, it's got to be pretty close to boiling.
Yeah, because boiling is what kills germs.
Right.
So who cares?
It
if
does
it's
you
hot or
no
cold?
good. It's the fucking soap itself that will keep your hands clean, not the heat of the water.
See, maybe that thing that burst was just trying to clean your mom's legs.
I doubt that. That's nothing to make fun of. So I've been washing with hot water for all these years for nothing. I could have been in nice cool water.
I've been to the bathroom with you. I've never seen you near a fucking sink.
Oh, you noticed that.
Well, sometimes like when you're pissing next to each other and like we're talking, he's heading out the door and I stop at the sink and then he turns around and comes back
Nice.
like, fuck. Looks
Oh,
like I
shit.
got to go to the sink.
I look disgusting right now.
Yeah, but why do you have to, like, how dirty are our dicks that we have to wash our hands after we pee? Is my dick any dirtier than my arm?
They actually say that it would be smarter to wash your hands before you grab your dick.
Yeah, because you're touching,
Michelle's
elevator
walking by
buttons.
with a very large man.
What's going on with them?
I don't know. I guess she's in love.
Jeez.
Yeah, they say when they do like swabs of like elevator buttons and like handrails and all that shit, it's just gross.
And yet, none of it hurts you anyway. You live on the fucking planet Earth.
Yeah, it's
What
fine.
do you care?
Yeah.
Look at fucking cavemen. Were they clean?
Hell no.
No.
Mm-mm.
But they lived to be 19, 20 years old without a fucking care in the world.
Died on top of the world.
I don't fear germs. I don't think about it.
I don't
strong.
I don't feel germs or bullets.
Interesting.
I just have a feeling that I can't be killed by a bullet. Fairly sure of that. Even a shot to the fucking head.
You think so?
Yeah. I think I would probably lean down so it would go through the top of my head,
Nice.
all the way through my brain and out the bottom of my jaw. And then I would just be laying there, go like this, didn't hurt. You know how like you would do that when someone punched you when you were little?
Just plug it up with your cigar.
Yeah. This isn't so bad.
I can talk and smoke.
That's all you got. How long you want to live anyway? I mean, what's the fucking thing? What's the whole deal? I saw that kid, the shooting the other day. He went out as a hero because he fucking laid on top of the other girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he was never going to be able to top that the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go out saving a baby. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I got a baby.
Throw it from the thing and I'll go running. Throw it on the train tracks. I'll fucking dive on the train tracks, chuck it. Chris is catching it as the fucking train hits.
But even a train can't kill you. You just derail the train.
No, I'll just say this. Remember me as a hero would be my last words.
Yeah.
Remember me as a hero.
I will.
Yeah. Are you sure? Because you fuck up a lot of things. Hold on to the front of the train. Let's go over here to Russ in Georgia. Russ.
Hey, what's up, Bennington?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
And we got at the Quick Trip gas stations down here, all of them have a cheeseburger dog right next to the roller dogs. Pretty good, man. Got the cheese all rolled in with the meat.
So that was my idea.
It's your thing.
I invented that. Who is doing my idea?
Quick Trip, big gas station chain around here.
That's my thing. Can we contact them?
Go for it.
Get hold of anyone. Just say you're suing them. Use Chris's fucking lawyer.
I will settle for way less than Chris will settle for.
That's
like shit.
Oh,
That's
that looks like
disgusting.
something fucking Lewis would invent.
That is a gray meat.
That looks delicious. It looks like a brilliant idea. That's what that looks like.
Louis J. Gomez in Providence, and such a funny show. You're playing what club, Louis?
Comedy Connection.
And it looks like Chris is heading up with them.
Short road trip.
Are you going to be there?
I'll be there.
That's great. You taking Dan? Is Dan going to be on this trip?
Yeah, Dan's going to be there.
And what about the intern?
Oh, Jam Band. Jam Band always loves a road trip. I was just
Okay.
play some fish during, while on the ride up
Is it
there.
boys only or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Gail.
What don't you understand
Cool.
about road trip?
Yeah.
Guess the
It's not a broad
part.
trip.
They're not stopping and getting their nails done, Gail.
Yeah.
They're going
Oh, I
on a
just thought
fucking
maybe I
road
could-
trip.
Never get invited.
Well, you know what? Someday when they do shopping trip
Yeah.
or eyelash
Okay,
trip,
cool.
you
Just
go
let
to
me know.
that.
Well, if we go to the outlets, we'll get Gail to come with
Oh,
us.
that sounds fun.
By the way, every store is as big as an outlet now. There's no such thing as a store that's not an outlet. You'll get a call like, "Hey, we're going to the store. It's small. Why don't you come with us?" Not
so tiny.
Yeah,
it's a bodega.
There's like 5 things in there.
There's very little in there. Chris,
Yes.
because you're not letting Gail go on the road trip.
Okay.
Another cigarette for you.
Another cigarette broken him. Oh.
No.
Thank you.
It's like it's not because you're a girl.
Oh, okay.
It's because you're not a dude.
Yeah.
And this is the entourage dude culture that we live in these days.
I feel like I'm a major dude.
Well, you're a major dude for a chick, but not a major dude for a dude.
Oh, no, nowhere near that status. Please.
Who would be a major dude in your eyes, Chris? Anyone in the world?
Not Gail. A major dude, I'd say David Bowie's a major dude.
Really?
Really?
Doesn't even make sense.
Why not?
Me and David Bowie have a lot more in common than you and David Bowie. I'll tell you that right now.
That's fucking true.
A bisexual rock star is a major dude?
Yeah, he's a major dude.
Break a cigarette.
No, you know what? He know that I'm a big fucking Bowie fan.
Yeah, he's trying to get a cigarette.
Just like you lied to the court today. You lied with your hand on the Bible.
Nope.
You might as well lie here.
They did make me swear, which was weird.
Did you swear this? I'll swear on this book I don't believe in.
Yeah, why do they do that today? Who believes in the Bible?
Pope.
Yeah.
Well,
Pope
we'll
does.
get him.
True.
If he has a misstep, we will get him.
I'm sorry, Chris. I have to tell the truth. She was nowhere near that steam. She was taking a steam when it happened.
The nice eucalyptus steam bath.
Hey, Bob. What's up, buddy? Well, lost you. Let's go over here.
I had an idea back in college. We combined the love of a donut with the ingenuity of a hot dog and called it a hot nut. So it'd be a circular shaped corn dog.
All right, a circular-shaped corn dog that you called a hot nut.
I feel like there might be already corn dog bites, but I could be wrong.
I was just thinking, like when you go to a donut shop, you get them in a box.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah.
In between each hot nut, you'd have an onion ring.
But here's the deal. If someone said you want a hot nut, I would not think I was getting anything other than those walnuts that they sell here.
Sure, yeah.
Like,
Which are great.
Yeah, I like those.
I do love a corn dog, though, so I'm intrigued by the idea.
Well, they have now, at certain places they sell hamburgers or cheeseburgers with the donut as the bread. That's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Someone invented that.
Burger donut.
Yeah, it's burger donut. It was actually the breakdown thing of that fat soul singer from the 80s. What the hell is his name? Luther
Vandross?
Luther Vandross, yeah. He said at his worst fucking point, he made a burger and then he put it between 2 donuts and started eating it. And like he told Oprah and they cried together. And then years later, people just started selling it as if it was a good thing.
So that's actually not so bad.
It was almost like if you found out, like, years later, they sell being molested. You know what I mean?
It's the rock bottom burger.
Yeah. Chris, you were molested as a kid, right?
Yeah, I was just torn up. Thank you for the cigarette.
Wow. Now, you realize if you grab your uncle's hand and put it on your deck, that's not being molested.
Something different.
That's needy.
That's the law doesn't know that.
Where you guys staying in Providence? You worked it out yet?
Not yet. Maybe Airbnb, or maybe can we stay with you, Lewis?
Well, I'm thinking about starting a new web series, which is Boarding Lewis. And I sleep on your couch
That
with the
sounds
entire
gay.
production team.
It sounds like a dude is boarding Lewis.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be a fun trip. Sorry you're not going.
Yeah.
Gail.
I don't get it.
Gail, you can meet us there. You can't drive with us, though.
Right.
We
Well,
do a
here's
lot of
the thing.
like
It just
Dick
seems
Grabby
like if
games.
I just feel like if we're leaving from the same place,
But here's the
we
deal,
just
Gail.
travel together.
We're probably going to be back by Sunday, so have the chili ready. So that way you have something to do.
That's good.
Make a big
Okay.
pot of chili for everybody.
Yeah, I
You can
guess.
still pay to get in if you want.
And some of your famous cornbread.
I do make really good cornbread. I know,
Yeah.
but still would like a trip.
Gail's got cornbread. Gail's got cornbread.
Theme song every time I come in.
Wait, what about a hot dog on cornbread? Or, I'm sorry, a hamburger on cornbread.
Holy shit.
Hamburger on cornbread. That's
Kinda
delicious.
was thinking about us. Remember, we were just thinking about a cornbread sandwich recently.
But here's the thing. If it's a hot dog, we can call them corn dogs.
That's
Okay.
brilliant.
And yeah, go to the next thing. Did you just
Want one?
Groaning over
you
there.
get a cigarette for being gross.
Oh, cool. No,
That's Lewis's.
Bullshit.
From now on, if I could intercept them, I get to keep them.
Yeah,
This is fucked up.
Uh-oh, look at that.
He's getting all the cigarettes.
I'm not going to waste any more by trying to throw them to Chris. You weren't smoking for a while, now you're going to? Now that you've
I
got
think I
these
might.
three-
10
yeah.
years, 2 packs a day.
Mhm.
And then I quit cold turkey. But I put this in my mouth, and it just feels so right.
Yeah, it is right.
Yeah. Go back at any time. It's
Oh,
dangerous.
yeah.
It all it is one puff. One puff, and then you're back.
Every fucking addiction is one day at a time.
Yep.
No matter what you're talking about. And that could even be like, if you try to get off ice cream or something, and then you just taste ice cream, you're like, yep, I'll have ice cream forever. That's why they say, like, dieting is harder than heroin because you have to eat, where you don't have to do a little bit of heroin every day.
Right, exactly. Just do less.
Do less heroin.
I can't. I love it so.
Exercise more, do a little less heroin.
Yeah.
But that was what it was like for me when I quit smoking, is that I couldn't, like, people were like, oh, so you're never smoking again? It's like, relax. Let's not talk about that yet. I'm not going to be able to get through today.
Right.
If you start telling me I'll never have a cigarette again, I'll freak out.
People were saying to me about getting off the drugs. They go, why don't you quit? And I go, I can't even quit ex-girlfriends. Why would I be able to? Still calling people from fucking 7th grade.
What's up?
Why would I be able to do anything?
Hey, missed you.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? A lot of that was my fault, but I want to come over and talk to you about it. Don't bring up the restraining order. I'm just going to drive by. Just be standing out front. That's all I'm saying.
Well, with cigarettes and like alcohol and I mean, drugs have never been legal, but like they almost like have these restrictions to pull back the advertising. You can't put them, on TV. Certain areas can't have billboards with them. With food, we're ridiculous.
Yeah, it's every 5 feet.
Yeah, I mean, they just throw it in your face, the most decadent, ridiculous shit, and we just shove it in our face.
And there's nothing that's good for you. Like even the ones who claim that they're health food, they're like, oh, I hope you're not eating that. That's fucking bad for you.
Which could bring us to our next invention, the low-calorie long dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a low fat.
It's like a low fat.
So you don't need low calorie or low fat. You need low carbohydrate.
Yeah.
Low carbohydrate is the way to go.
On kale.
You're on the caveman diet.
I'm on the caveman diet. I do the real ass diet, which is my own version.
What's the real ass diet about?
I eat meat, fruit and vegetables, cheese, fats, nuts. That's it.
But no bread under any circumstances.
I mean, I'll do a cheat day once a month where I could eat whatever I want.
It's just bread, just loaves of bread.
Like a full pizza, cake. It's actually really sad. My cheat day isn't like I shot a thing. We were gonna try to pitch it as a show, but as I'm shoving food into my face alone with cameras on me, I started realizing exactly how sad this was. I was fucking binge eating like a teenager with bulimia.
Can I tell you? I'd like to see you do cheat day every day, 5 days a week. Come on. We want to put you on 11:30. We weigh you to see if you gained, and when we do, the whole place goes. Now, when you gain weight, everybody in the audience gets surprised.
Nice.
Yeah. Cigarettes.
You gotta do it.
Throw cigarettes out.
Me.
So here we are on cheat day, and you're just like, this show's been on for 7 years now. I really feel bad.
Wait.
They move the bus and it's just a fatter me.
That'd be so great. And then the thing is, we try to, every once in a while, we try to have you put on your pants and shirt from the first episode.
I still can't do it.
Yeah.
I still can't do it.
Then everyone laughs and points at you. But you have a show. That's the thing. You have a show.
It's so funny because those shows that are about morbidly obese people, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
All those shows that you're like, oh, we're going to follow around this girl who's morbidly obese.
Good stuff.
Richard Sherman over here.
Good
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
That was fucking Roberto Clemente, maybe your actual dad.
Really impressive.
That was really a snatch catch.
Mid-sentence, just pulled that right out of the air.
I don't like anything better than a snatch catch, too. When somebody, when they're catching a baseball and it's down by their side within a second.
Yeah.
Because they're like ownership. That's how Louis J. Gomez
It's cocky. It's a cocky move.
Yeah. It's a bat flipper does that type of thing. What do you have a picture up of there right now?
It's the corn dog burger.
It's out there.
It's out there.
God damn, we can't invent anything now.
So far, all we've got is what is it? Flat dog.
Flat dog? Look, nobody's done the flat dog.
No.
Or the dead baby dog that I just was thinking about now.
Nobody.
It's everything you like in a hot dog, but it's made out of a dead baby.
Okay.
Ron, you're supposed to save that baby, remember?
Yeah, but not the insides. Here, I saved the outside of your baby for you.
This dog is made of baby fingernails and eyelids.
If you had to save a baby and give up your own life, though, is there a perfect way? Is it running out of a fire? Is it pulling the baby out of the rapids, throwing it on the bank while you are...
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like to picture myself in the movie Cliffhanger, and the baby is underneath me, and we're on the wire, and is slipping. So then I throw the baby up while I fall.
You could actually do that move. It's impossible to do with a woman, like a full-grown woman.
Yeah.
But
with the baby, I feel like I could throw it up onto the cliff.
What if it just kind of went up and then just dropped straight there? It didn't hit the cliff.
Shit! Oh, shit!
But seconds later, they lowered the thing down and just you wrapped it around your waist. So you lived, you threw a baby.
Please let me drop. Please let me drop.
And you threw him up higher, so it's actually a further drop.
Now, what about this? Your plane's crashing, and you're taking the time to put a parachute on a baby. Right?
Yeah.
And then you throw the baby out. But that was the last
Pull
parachute.
the cord. Pull it.
How fucked up is it on the plane where they say to make sure your own mask is on your face before you put the mask on the baby's face?
Well, it makes sense, though. Because if not, you'll pass out before you can get it on the baby.
And panic.
Yeah.
You'll be panicking because you can't breathe. You're not going to put that mask on, right?
It's like you have to take care of yourself before you take care of someone else. That's true of health reasons, mental. If you have a crazy friend, you can't dive into their craziness.
Right.
And you can't let them make you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly don't want to bring up the name Jeffrey Gurian, but that's what I'm trying to say. If you jumped into Jeffrey Gurian's world, that would be a bad thing.
True.
Everybody's looking to see when the next segment comes. Everybody. By the way, you got your ass handed to you, Chris.
I know. I got fucking robbed. Bullshit.
Robbed? Or you just didn't
You got
have the
Lewis.
balls that it takes to fucking own yourself. You know what, Cruz? Plug Lewis's gig.
Louis J. Gomez is performing in Providence, Rhode Island at the Comedy Connection. That's this Friday, October 9th and Saturday, October 10th. Go to ricomedyconnection.com for tickets, and on Twitter it's at Louis J. Gomez.
That's pretty good.
Luis.
Yeah.
Because people spell it Louis if you say Lewis. But
Luis.
So you have to say Luis. Yeah, let's see you do the
Okay.
live read, see if you do it better than Chris.
Louis J. Gomez is headlining.
Whoa.
Headline.
Break a cigarette. Wait, break something that she loves.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Break your own finger, Ron.
Oh, that's nice. You assume she loved me.
He's not headlining anything.
I'm headlining.
We never got around to bringing up the Highlander results. There's only 4 people left for the Gronk Bowl. You went out early first week, right?
First week, 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
This year, I went to the Gomites, okay, for my other web series, Guiding Lewis.
Yeah.
And I asked them advice, and they said, pick the Seahawks. They were like, it's a surefire bet, because I don't watch football.
Right.
I didn't even know Seahawks were a team. I thought that was a bird.
Well, it's both.
Okay. So I bet on them. Week 1, they go out overtime. And here's people think like I'm not actually a funny person at all. Okay. I'm really not. I'm accidentally funny. That's it. Because I didn't even realize the game was already over. And I tweeted out, how are the Seahawks doing? And everyone thought it was hilarious. Like I was being funny.
Yeah.
No. I had no idea.
I was talking to my fans, who I also call the Gomites, which is weird. That
It is weird.
So
that we
strange.
both call them.
Well,
the
there's a lot of
Gomites.
crossover.
Yeah, there is. We'll see that when I do that show with you.
Realize podcast.
And I haven't heard back yet from Shelby over that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's holding a grudge. I asked him about it on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It really is his call.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to Shelby about it today.
All right. If I don't hear from him, I know.
I did everything I could do.
Yeah. And he told us that he was leaving the city.
So he was going to the West Coast.
No, he said he was going to drive around the country. Like then came Bronson.
Yeah.
All right. There were only 4 people left in this. Casey Bouncem took. That's how she did. I haven't met her. Do you know her at all?
Hey, Casey's great. She was in the musical with me and Big J.
Then I do know her.
The lead.
She's fantastic,
Yeah,
and I
very
didn't know
talented.
that I knew her all this time.
There you go.
I should have a producer point that out to me. Let's see how Casey went.
Has survived another week.
Tom Rhodes, also still in it. Tom Rhodes, let's see how he did.
Eliminated.
Goodbye.
You remember Tom Rhodes from
I
the
do.
Thanksgiving show last year.
Very
when
good friend
Big
Tom
J
Rhodes.
ruined his story.
Yeah.
And purposely cock-blocked him in the middle of his story.
Really?
Yeah.
C-blocked.
Big J, he knew he was going to get the show, the bonfire at that time even.
Right.
So he was just trying to lay the groundwork for who he was going to become.
He did. And then, that made... The thing I liked about, it ruined Tom Rhodes' thing, but it made Big J look like a bigger deal.
Yeah.
And which I thought was really cool.
Big
And
shot.
It made David Tell go, oh, I don't like Tom Rhodes. I like Big J. And that's why it worked out. We're doing that show again this year. Free turkey for everybody.
What? I'm there.
I'll let you know after Shelby contacts me.
Free cigarettes and free turkey.
Bridget Everett, who is out of this world, funny, great singer.
So unique.
Lovely, and has been on vacation, it looks like in the south of France every day
living
with
it up.
Amy Schumer. Let's see how she did.
Eliminated.
I might give her another chance.
Bring her back in. She should get one. She's the only musical comedian in this thing. She should get another chance.
I might do that.
Interesting.
Well, I can't do it to Jamie LaSalle, though, who's a very funny comedian. Also has done radio.
Yes.
Big fan of yours.
Love him.
Loves you. You love him. Let's see how Jamie LaSalle's doing.
Eliminated.
Oh, God.
That means the winner of Highlander,
Casey Balsham.
Casey Balsham.
Wow.
It's your world, Casey.
Wow.
Well, that happened quick this
A
year.
woman.
I can't believe
4 weeks.
Yes, women are doing it.
I'm reconsidering bringing Gail to this gig this weekend now.
No, don't.
Only bring Gail now.
Seriously, I didn't realize how powerful women were.
Yeah.
Thank you, Casey,
It's gonna get a
for
hot
being a
dog.
trailblazer.
Let's try to do this. When we give her the Gronk football, what would be great is that if we have last year's champion be the one who turns it over.
Yes.
All right.
That would be
Please.
really
Joe
fun
List,
to be
right?
together. Yeah.
Yes.
The great Joe List.
Do you think she's going to give it to charity like Joe did? No.
that
She's
was
got no
stupid.
spots.
That was a stupid thing to do. Plus, that came closer to Christmas season. That's how we were at Christmas last year. We didn't make it within 4 weeks of fucking Halloween.
Fucking believable. It's all week 2. Week 2 of the NFL season fucked everyone.
Today's the first
Week
cold
one
day of
was
the
pretty
year.
bad.
Yeah.
Week 1 cost us half.
Week 2 is another like 30.
No, it was like 75% of the half that was left.
Yeah.
All but 6 people after week 2.
Ugh.
Over
Now-
40.
Casey picked the Falcons over the Texans, which was not only, she was up 48-0 or something by halftime.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, why do we care about J.J. Watt if no matter how good you are, your defense still gives up 48 3/4?
Doesn't matter.
Who's
JJ
going to win
Watt.
it all this year?
Seahawks.
Seahawks could be back there after a rough start. But it looks like we should just call the season off and go Packers, Patriots, and have the fucking Super Bowl today.
No,
Because every other game is just a joke, and it's just like, why are you even bother playing? Why is this game happening?
I'm done with football on Sundays now. I'm going to a different museum.
That's good.
I'm going to see every museum in the city, and I'm going to self-medicate.
No, don't self-medicate, but better yourself with the museums. That's good.
You puked all over your new fucking suit today. Can I just say something to you?
Yes.
Why you wearing that suit, Charlie? You ain't got no job.
Salutes, Chilutes.
Say it again. Why you wearing that suit, Charlie?
I'm gonna go poison a cop.
Nice. Good stuff.
Got it.
Yes.
Well, Chris, at least you'll have the pack to put it.
No!
Oh,
my goodness.
No, he doesn't.
You don't even get the pack.
It's the Richard Sherman of intercepting cigarettes.
Well, you should have said Richard Sherman of cigarettes. You didn't have to say.
Damn it. Can we go back?
Who's Richard Sherman? Football guy?
Yeah.
Plays for the Seahawks, actually.
Does he?
He had the team you bet on and lost with.
My favorite team in the NFL?
He loves them.
It's my favorite player on that team,
Nice.
Richard Sherman.
You're him.
The Richard Sherman of comedy. New nickname.
Perfect.
Done. I got it.
Add it to the list.
Best thing since the flat dog I've heard.
Hope we can get some flat dogs after this.
What about a donut on cornbread?
Look at this. These are flat bratwurst. That looks fucking disgusting.
Flatwurst.
Oh.
But you know what they have? Like breakfast sausages. It's basically a hot dog, and they're circular shape.
I have
They have the patties.
I have no problem with this flat dog. I'm in.
Hey, did you see this picture of Tammy Pescadelli when she was 19 in some kind of...
Was it great?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, put it up.
It's amazing.
No,
Yeah, Tammy's hilarious.
Look at her. It's some kind of fucking naughty nighty contest.
That's really Tammy Pescadelli?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
She put it
hilarious.
out herself. She's stunning.
Yeah, she was smoking.
Yeah.
She still is smoking.
Smoke
Still
show,
a smoke
if you will.
show. I'd
Smoke-
smosh.
See?
Smoke show's in. You're
It's
right.
in.
Told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking online the other day about hot female comedians. There's a handful of them out there.
Like who else?
April Macy is smoking hot. Oh my God. Have you had her on the show?
No, I never had her on.
Oh.
We'd probably come in and win fucking Highlander.
Yeah. Esther Koo, Carly Aquilino, all those guy code girls or girl code girls.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Is that show still around? That whole fucking guy code, girl code?
Yeah, they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's a little too hot even
Yeah.
to do comedy.
No.
Like, why bother?
No one's gonna laugh. They're just gonna be transfixed.
Why, I don't understand how she could ever have become funny being that hot. You know, that's like, I actually give somebody credit. If you're funny and you're that hot, I give you more credit than a guy like me being funny because I needed to learn how to be funny in order to get laid.
Well, maybe she just got funny making fun of ugly girls.
Okay, good point. Yeah.
Bucktooth jokes. From,
You
know.
fat bitch.
She was the funniest girl at the pool table.
Yeah.
Look at that. Are you kidding me?
A male comic will never do a thing where they fucking pull down their pants a little.
Big J should do that.
Big J could do that now, too. Still haven't heard anything from Shelby.
Weird.
It's kind of sucky.
I texted him twice.
We got to start and wrap this one up, though. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
want to. I don't want to say goodbye to Louis J. Gomez because you never come back. You do the show so rarely now.
I know it's just been a very, very busy schedule, but honestly, Ron, let's work it out, man. Bring you onto the Real Ass Podcast regularly. Bring me on to Bennington regularly. I'll figure out how to say the word regularly.
No. You're doing it fine. You're doing it fine. But I'm never going to get on the fucking Skank Show. That's just not going to happen.
At this point, I feel like it's kind of gotten away from my control.
Right.
You got to talk to Jay. Talk to Ding Dong.
See, the
Maybe
thing
Ding
is,
Dong's your girl.
the thing is with Jay, you know what I mean? He's an alpha dog, and he likes to keep it alpha dog.
That's probably what it is.
You know? And he's like, Dave Smith, get over here. You know, I can't fucking fall into that. You know, I can't be treated that
Well,
way.
you feel uncomfortable watching Jay treat Dave that way. I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want him to... I want Jay to treat people the way I treat Jay. That's why I thought I taught him, you know?
Like a nephew.
Yeah.
Whatever
Like
his
a hot, sexy nephew who it's time for his bath.
Nice.
You know, you want to get bath time.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I'm going to hide this towel. You're going to run around the house and look for it. That's a game we play.
Nice.
Fun. It sounds
That's
like a fun
game
game.
we play. You know what? Vito might be my new Big J.
What's up?
Look at him.
Yeah.
Vito, you did a bang-up job today.
I did.
Anything it felt like you executive produced the show today, Joe. And Chris didn't even have the balls to get back in that other seat. What did you feel best of? What did you feel worst about?
Oh boy. Well, I felt good about the car talk we had earlier in the first segment. I felt like that was a strong, inviting conversation for
I don't even
everyone.
remember that now. What were we talking? Oh,
Yeah.
in fact, the driverless cars.
Driverless cars.
Okay, yeah.
But my prediction is this: I don't even know whether we're going to have driverless cars, but I'm sure we're going to have carless drivers. Write that down.
One bad thing about the show, I think we still need to find a bread for the long dog. Maybe a banana bread.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. One good thing.
Wait a minute. What about banana bread with ice cream in the middle?
Oh shit!
Like an ice cream
Fuck.
sandwich, but with banana bread.
Why do we have this right
Write
now?
it down.
Sounds really
Day
fucking
complete.
Yeah.
Bad thing. Chris could only give out 1 cigarette during the periscoping.
2. I gave one to Louis J. Gomez on Louis J. Gomez's Periscope show.
Off scope.
Who's doing the next Periscope?
I think we're going to start with Vito, and then it'll go me, and then we'll close it out with Dan.
Well, Dan only has to walk around the building, so he can do it anytime
That's
he
true,
wants.
yeah.
And Vito, you said you were going to go get lunch?
It's street meat with Veets. We're going to go get
gonna
different
eat
street
street
meat around
meat.
New York City, but we need a decent budget for that show, so...
Gail, are you going to guest on any of the shows today?
I would love to be asked, but
Yeah.
you know,
They
Boys
never
Club,
do.
They
Well,
never
they don't
ask
want to
me.
give up heat for themselves. Why don't you go up to Providence this weekend, though?
Yeah, I would love to.
Where is that at, Gail? Do you remember?
Yes, I do, actually. It's going to be the Comedy Connection in Providence, Rhode Island, this Friday, October 9th, and Saturday, October 10th. Visit ricomedyconnection.com for tickets. Twitter at Luis J. Gomez.
And who is headlining that?
Luis is headlining. He's probably headlining.
He's probably going to kill the whole weekend. You're going to fucking destroy Providence, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to the club many times. It's really cool. It's in an old bank.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyone ever come in there and try to get a loan while you're doing the show? Hey, I already saw this, too. Do you know that they did not wear Stetsons in the Old West?
No.
That's a made-up thing? That the number one hat that was worn in the Old West was a bowler.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. You
Yeah.
never think of that being the Old West guys walking around with bowlers.
No, if anything, I think Brooklyn hipster.
Yeah.
I
have
don't
a
know what a
bowler.
Stetson or a bowler
All
is.
right, go put a picture of a Stetson. A Stetson is something you would call a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat. There we
Yeah.
go. All right. Like the Cowboys, the football team, right?
No, that's a helmet.
Okay.
So that's
Okay,
a
there
cowboy
we
hat.
go.
That's something white people put on when they listen to
Cowboy
country
hat,
music.
a.k.a. Stetson. Got it.
Now
Stetson.
put up a bowler hat.
I own a bowler, by the way.
Do
Is
you?
that like
I'm a
bowling
fan.
shoes?
No,
No.
nothing like it.
Not at all.
So it's a much tighter. Yeah.
It's like a Charlie Chaplin type hat.
Right. Now you own a bowler because you live in Brooklyn, or
Yes.
what's the reason? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Everybody has that.
I
They give
also
that
have
to you.
one, yeah.
Once
Do
I
you
got my
really?
first
Yeah,
place.
you have to have one if you live there. So
Right. You don't even say it's like bowler hat. They just everyone knows.
yeah, and then I wear it while I go bowling, and then
Yeah.
no one really gets the joke because everyone's wearing the hat.
Yeah.
Sure.
But is there a
Really
thing like
sucks.
if someone breaks a Brooklyn law, everyone just comes out
Yeah.
with their bowlers on one after another?
And then we're like, bowlers on! We all meet outside.
I like that.
It's kind of fun, actually,
Yeah.
if it happens at the right time.
Sounds fun.
Did they wear like all the other shit that they were supposed to wear? Like, I don't know, whatever they wore. You know, pants.
Yeah, they all wore pants.
Weird.
They weren't just wearing the bowler.
Running shoes. What did they wear? I don't know what they wore.
Yeah.
A lot of button-up flies. Gotta have that. If you're
Whatever
gonna,
happened to that? Because I thought that was a nice thing.
I don't
you
know.
And it kept people from getting their fucking dick stuck in a zipper.
Yeah.
Drunk people would get their dick stuck in zippers until the button-up fly happened.
I don't know. If I was a guy, I'd only button fly. For that
It's a
reason.
lot of
that right?
work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work
It's a
for the
little bit
button
more.
fly.
Do what I do. Just do one button. And leave the rest of it on.
I go, hey, it's
Yeah.
cheaper than air conditioning, all right?
It's a good one.
I love that fucking joke.
Yeah,
And then, like, when you drop your voice down, like, hey, everybody, it's me.
want to go bowling?
It's your cowboy
My
voice.
pants. Wear your bowler hat tomorrow, Gail. Wear your bowler hat tomorrow.
I will do it.
Chris,
Yeah.
dress up as the fucking reservoir dog. It's a good look for you.
Thank you. Periscope show did well too. Happy about that.
I don't know if it did.
Viewers, it did.
To be totally honest, well, you know why it went well is because there's this thing about 1960s businessman culture, and you've tapped into it.
Yeah.
I got that Mad Men.
I haven't
thing.
seen
Mad
it.
Men.
Is it any good?
It's pretty good, yeah. And Don Draper's a smooth dude.
Sure is.
All right, now I have to figure out whether I lost my wallet here or at home.
What?
Yeah, because I always just keep my cash up front.
Never invite a Puerto Rican into the studio, Ron.
No, you know
Lesson
what?
learned. I just flip you your wallet.
You didn't even have to say into the studio. You could have just left it as never invite a Puerto Rican. It may be at home.
It can't be because you gave him money.
Yeah, but I keep money in my fucking front pockets.
Okay.
You know? I don't want to be some idiot fucking when I reach in my back pocket, it's for fucking, one reason and one reason only. To kill a man.
Okay.
Do you do that? Do you keep your money in your front pocket just in case you get mugged?
No, not even for getting mugged, just for the fucking thing of reach. I don't like the, here's my...
And then open it up.
Yeah, like you're always pulling your wallet out to because your fucking card's in it.
Yeah.
I wear it here. Like I
what
worked
should I don't know what.
Like I worked in a lumber yard. That's where I like to wear mine, up front. If there was like a safety contest, I should be able to win at this place.
What happened to pickpockets? Where are they at?
I don't know. You know, in this new PC world,
I guess.
you know, every kid gets a fucking trophy world. By the way,
You're all
Pacification of
pickpockets.
America. We lost all of our pickpockets.
There is nothing stupider than a adult who worries if the kids are getting trophies or not. There's nothing dumber in the world than a guy who's bringing that up. No, in this every kid gets a fucking trophy world. You're like, do you think of anything on your own?
I heard everyone's getting trophies. You don't even have a kid.
Still.
I don't want them having trophies. That's
Heard
for
about
sure.
That's all I ever had was just participation trophies.
Hey, Vito, thank you. Call off the surf. The thing, it's in the hamper.
Oh.
It's in the hamper.
Way to go, Vito.
During a change of pants, went in the hamper and the old pants. So we are fine. Now, the problem is I was going to take that credit card and get everybody surf and turf tonight.
No!
Vito! Yeah.
Vito,
It's Vito's fault, really.
why'd you leave it in the hamper, Vito?
Joey, why don't you plug where he's going to be this week? I want you to do the plug.
Luis J. Gomez
Oh, that's good.
will be headlining Comedy Connection in Providence, Rhode Island this Friday, October 9th and Saturday, October 10th. Visit ricomedyconnection.com for tickets and on Twitter at Luis J. Gomez.
Now read it in Spanish or Espanol.
Luis J. Gomez va a headline
No.
Comedy Connection in
You're
Providence,
just saying
Rhode
all the
Island.
words with an accent.
Este viernes, octubre 9 y octubre 10, este sábado. Visite ricomedy.com para tickets y Twitter.
Stop it.
Okay.
21.
Uno.
How were you even born in Puerto Rico? What kind of lie
I don't
was
know.
that?
I forgot the entire language.
Wait, he's Hispanic?
Yes.
Half Puerto Rican.
No.
Yeah. He's Hispanic, born in Puerto Rico, moved to St. Paul, Minnesota.
Very good.
Turned into a Jew with allergies. That's what it does if you go to Minnesota.
That's what happens. Hairless. Completely.
You know, don't you understand when two fucking Puerto Ricans come into the same room, they start to chest up and
Yeah,
see who's
come on.
super Puerto Rican?
True.
You even go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
Yeah.
You have one of those little flags?
Yeah, I got one of those little flags. In
Well,
Chicago.
What would you do if the black guys came in and started squirting girls with water in front of you? Would you put up with it or would you fucking throw down?
I would throw down. I'll tell you that much right now.
Really?
I mean, that's amazing. He's Puerto Rican, and he looks like the Jewish person in the building.
Well, I'm also Swedish and Dutch.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take you around this building just to show you
how Jewy they get.
They're pretty Jewy. I mean, there's very few things I'll brag about in this place, but how Jewy some, But who's Puerto Rican? Who's full-blooded Puerto Rican?
My mom.
Of course.
My mom is. My dad is Swedish and Dutch.
Was she like, did he like rescue her from Puerto Rico?
From Chicago. Yeah, she was in the hood of Chicago. My dad came as a community organizer.
Oh.
Obama?
Yeah, it was my dad's.
It's like what Chris does.
Obama.
You're
He's helping the kids.
Handing out cigarettes.
Exactly.
Cigarillos.
Smoking inside. That kind of thing.
All right, who are we sending out first to do their thing?
We're going to send out Vito to do Veets Meets Streets.
You just want to eat your lunch, right? All right, you know how to do it, Vito?
What, eating the company dollar?
No, but you know how to get it on the iPad. Huh?
What's up?
He will know how to do it.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you load him in as before? No, because then he gets in the... Take him
Elevator.
down to the ground floor, probably.
Yeah.
Have someone do it for him.
Yeah, 'cause he's a dope.
I can show him how to do it. I'll take him down. I'm going to go out after this.
Good idea.
All right, so that'd be perfect. You can go along with him if you like.
Yeah,
So
sure.
by-
Do a little periscoping.
Yeah, do a little like a double periscope.
Scope that shit.
I call it Lewis scope.
Okay, I like that. I like that, and I like Gomites.
Yeah.
Louis J. Gomez, always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, you guys are the best. You know that.
Yes, we
You know
do,
that.
but
The
we like
best-
to hear it.
The best
Say
team
that.
in the game.
Yeah, but we like to hear it. We really do. Congratulations to our new Highlander winner. Just amazing.
Expulsion.
You believe the fucking success that's come out of Ha the Musical?
Yeah.
You know, just one person after another.
Nonstop.
Giant success. That's it for us. Nothing left to plug. Make sure that you keep checking in on the iBang today for the Twitter, because each of these guys is going to Periscope, and whoever gets the most hearts is, I don't know, fucking employee of the day. I don't know what to call things.
I'll take it.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Cool. A pack of drum rolling tobacco.
Yeah. That's it. See you guys again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dude,
the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!